were born great.
Born ready.
And we are alive.
Arm sweater ready. Mom's getting nervous.
Can't
Hey, yo,
rely.
look how sick. Look how sick that looks.
Look at that reactive. Hello,
Look how
past,
good.
present, and future viewers, and welcome to Aftermath of a Calamity, where eventually the party will learn exactly what a long rest actually means.
Nope.
I don't
I
need
refuse.
your idea of a long rest.
How many
reject your
times-
reality and do my own.
How many times have you guys actually been for a long rest and still haven't gotten rid of all of your exhaustion yet? Reaper.
To be fair, I tried.
Speaking of Reaper, look at that fucking reactive. Look at that sexy
Big
bastard.
facts. Shout out Jelly.
It was the last one I needed. And unfortunately,
Why
though,
does
because
Why did shout out jelly sound like a question?
shout out Jelly,
Shout
I
out
guess.
Jelly?
Because I'm saying like we should shout out Jelly in streams.
No.
Yes, in her own stream, 100%.
Jelly
No.
Ghost ITM for the win?
No. Everyone look at the DM.
No,
Alright,
look at Jelly.
who wants to take a vote? This is gonna be off topic for a second, but who wants to take a vote right now to buy Rabbit and set up Rabbit and stream it tonight?
Yes.
Or and I'll drink coffee or something.
Yes.
Or to wait till it's colored.
No.
There's like 5 other people, Cam. Calm down.
You know, Cam seems like he knows what he's talking about. I'm gonna go with whatever Cam just said.
Yeah.
I vote with Cam.
Fuck.
Majority
3 out of
rules.
5, bitch.
Right. Because then I can just start working on it while we're streaming.
But yeah, like unfortunately we won't be able to have like the first real premiere where everyone's got their reactives because Daisy isn't feeling well, so
Till fucking next week.
I thought you were about to say Daisy's a failure.
no.
Because Daisy is a failure.
Daisy has disappointed me for the last time. And
The label
first,
says out sick, but that's only because that's about as much as we can legally get away with.
That's as much love as we're legally allowed to provide. Is that what she says?
I mean, if you guys want to,
I'm
if
not-
one of you wants to like change it to something more fitting for Daisy, I mean, like I can update it.
I can get you a
Nice.
PNG of a tombstone, but
Constitution save.
What'd you say, Kira?
She failed her IRL Constitution save, and she is down for this session.
she's currently rolling saving throws right now.
Great. Now I kind of want to make
Big
like
facts.
custom tombstones
Right now
for
she's
whenever
at
any
one
of us
thing,
aren't
yeah.
available. It just has their faces. I might do that.
Daisy, we love you. We hope you feel better soon.
Better be sleeping. God damn it! Listen
Yeah,
to
you
what I
better.
tell you to
Or
do.
or at the very least, watching stream.
Daisy is the
She's
ghost now.
supposed to be
I can almost guarantee
resting
she has
Reaper.
pulled up and she's not.
I
I'm
can
just-
rest and watch stream.
Yeah, she'll
If she
probably
was
fall
lurking,
asleep.
She wouldn't say anything.
I don't think anyone can fall asleep with how chaotic stupid we can be.
I
hey.
have never been.
You better
entire
be very careful. You almost said Mythos' alignment.
Chaotic dumbass.
Yeah.
Anyway, how is everyone doing?
Yes, for those who are in chat, please speak up. Say hello.
I was talking to you
We love
guys.
you. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Wait, she doesn't care about chat.
No, they have to
care
earn
about you.
me asking them.
Shut up,
You're
Reaper.
now-
No one likes you.
Ah, fuck. Fine. I did what you asked. I said hello in chat. God.
I feel like that's just the running joke at this point now.
That and stop being so fucking blind. Daylily.
We need a t-shirt that says "Stop being so fucking blind."
Yeah. Legitimately, yes.
That could be
Just,
done.
just Kira with a really aggressive point. Just stop being so fucking blind, Daylily.
It should be on the. It should be a shirt, or on the front it just says Daylily and has some really fancy drawing pattern. But on the back it surprises you and just says "Stop being so fucking blind."
I feel like everyone should have like custom shirts.
Okay, but how fucking cute would this be? Just a bus shot of Daylily, super fucking happy, but instead of Daylily's name, it's written in Braille.
Aww.
Why didn't it say who pinged me? Who did a thing?
Who did the ping?
Who did the pink?
Who?
Ping.
That was
fucking-
Dragon. Hi, Dragon. No, it's just like
Dragon,
he used
how
the emote. It didn't say it in my restream. I had to.
Hello,
re-change
motherfucker.
it. But yeah, I'm just relieved that I finally got everyone's reactives done, and now I can actually go and
Drink
do.
water, you dehydrated.
I don't have water,
bitch.
Cam. I got Sprite. I needed that. 'cause
Drink
my tummy was
water,
hurting.
you dehydrated bitch.
Sprite
Don't
is
have water either.
watercolored.
No, I love my reactive, honestly.
It's so funny. Okay, that's it. I'm turning. I forgot. I knew I forgot something. I always try to turn off the jump scare sounds. For D&D. So thank you for reminding me, Dragon. I know that was your intention. Or we're gonna have problems. It was just as I was drinking my Sprite too. Alright. No jump scares during the stream.
Only jump scares, I think is what you meant.
No. Not during this one. Also, fun fact, if you guys have any friends that, you know, would probably like watching this stream, and you know, they don't have Twitch or they don't like Twitch, almost everyone has YouTube. So we are now streaming straight to YouTube. And
Oh,
it is-
Jelly is.
Hell yeah!
I'm saying we, okay, take it. It should be somewhere. Yeah, I have my YouTube on my Twitch, so feel free to send that to them if they would want to check it out. Any other announcements?
Yeah, do we have any
Um,
further announcements?
I don't think so.
Nothing D&D related.
Well, what about non-D&D related?
The bunny is in progress.
Hell yeah!
Yeah,
I had a
YouTube videos are my
fantastic
bad.
nap today.
Hell
that's,
yeah!
that's my announcement for the day. It was amazing. I loved it. I might have some tea during session. That's about it. That's all I got.
I didn't even really sleep. All I just had was 2 naps today. Thank you for
Y'all
subbing on
y'all take
YouTube,
naps?
Dragon. Who sleeps?
What's a nap?
Reaper,
What is a nap?
Reaper, I'm of a certain age, as my doctor would say, and I have children. And I don't really sleep at night, so yes, I take naps.
I'll be back. I'm gonna get my water.
I'm closer to 40 than I am 30. Okay, sir?
I'm closer to
still be
30 than I
old.
am than I am 20. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, shit changes when you turn 30. I'm just letting you know right now.
No,
It's
it's already
all
started
downhill
to
from here.
change.
Oh,
My
I know. It gets
Fucking
worse.
every
There is
bit
no
of my
bull-
fucking body hurts.
Oh, it gets worse. Gets worse.
Yeah, and I've been doing construction work for the last fucking 10 years.
I've needed knee surgery since I was in high school.
Are we
and
really
I have
having
been
an old
laying on
off?
my couch. Yeah.
We're really having a pissing contest right now in front of my
Oh,
salad.
yeah. Dude, I am sore as fuck. I am old and
I was
it
just saying,
gets
like,
worse. It gets
I know.
worse, you guys.
It fucking sucks.
Okay, I'm done bitching.
Really? In front of my salad.
I'm just
Yeah,
looking.
in front of your fucking salad.
I'm back.
Eat your salad.
Dragon's just like, I have 2 of your streams on my screen now, and I'm just looking at my YouTube, and he just keeps clicking the heart emotes over it. The chat.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that.
All the hearts.
Does the 27 hit?
Click, click, click. Did it really?
I'm mocking, Cam mocking. It's super fun.
Well, can't wait to see how my rolls go today because I was having D&D around the friends today and I couldn't seem to roll above a fucking 12.
Good, awesome. Hey, you guys hear that? We might actually get some.
Yeah, I mean that sounds
It
like
might be easier
good
tonight.
news for us.
Might
Yeah, that
actually
sounds
survive
great,
this
Sam.
one. Unless my dice was saving all of my good rolls for this session.
No,
Oh.
don't say shit like that. That makes me sad.
Well,
So did anybody explain what happened last week to Bubblegum?
No, I've
Oh,
been in the dark.
crap.
Okay.
Yeah, you just been
It's
hearing
alright.
us been talking about like, yeah, we should probably take care of Ash. Alright,
That's
yeah,
fine.
it sounds like a good place to get started on the review.
It does indeed. So let me grab my dice. Pull them out. So many dice. So many dice. Gotta go digging around in my big old dice bag of like 30 something
Don't
plus
dick
sets.
around.
Oh, you're digging around in your sack?
I am
Whoa.
Quit dicking around
digging
in the
around
sacks.
deep in my sack.
You need
Gotta
a little
rearrange
help?
everything.
You need another hand?
Fuck off, Reaper.
Whoa.
Stop touching my sack.
What about me?
That's fine.
Oh, wow. Kim, I thought
Oh,
we
I
were
hate that
smarter
I
than
know
that.
that.
I knew what the answer was gonna be. I just wanted to make Reaper feel bad.
I know
I'm
exactly
not
what the
gonna do
answer
it.
was going to be too.
I did too.
I did too.
Yeah,
I
just rub
knew.
it in.
It's okay, nobody wants me. It's fine.
You're right.
It's always, hey Reaper, how's it going? It's never, how is Reaper feeling?
How is Reaper going? God.
Where is Reaper going?
Hell.
Mode.
Sorry.
Meet you down there.
I'm sorry.
Oh, guys, I already have s'mores made for everybody. It's fine.
Fuck
I
yeah.
told you I put the streamers on the bus already. We're ready to roll.
Alright then. Let me change up the music just a little bit for this session, and we shall be on our way. Here we go. So, with last we left off in the game. Sorry, I should say, welcome back to our third month of playing this game, session 12 of Aftermath of a Calamity. So the last bit we left off... It's crazy. So the last bit left off, the group had a particularly interesting job lined up for them with a particular artificer named Gamir, who was requesting that the group help them with what appeared to be some kind of rat problem. A little twitchy in the sensors. But claimed for some reason that the rats were watching them. And after an intense conversation with Calamity during the evening, as Seven was staked out outside of Gamir's house, you bore witness to a rat that was just staring up at you, just seemingly minding its own business. Until you spoke to it and spooked it. Took off racing off after the rat with Nyx and Ash very close at your heels, which led you to a well leading into the pipelines below the city. You all ventured down and slowly headed in at this point, while the rest of the group was taking rest at the Grumpy Badger at this point. Towards the 10-15 minute mark of traversing these tunnels, there was a bit of a pause as you came across yet another rat that seemed to be missing its scalp. It's only its brain seemingly showing with its beady white milky eyes staring at you. There was a shock of magic that struck you, Seven, which you managed to shake off. But the same stroke of magic, Ash was not able to shake off. And he launched a vicious attack at you, which you got away with about as minimal damage as you possibly could at the time. But both you and Nyx now at this point are surrounded on both sides with 2 different swarms of rats, all with their scalps missing and their brains showing. One of these particular swarms just circling the feet of Ash at this point, who is currently bearing the same milky eyes as these rats, as he is preparing for another strike. So, how are you wishing to handle this at this point?
I kill Ash.
Well, that's one way of
well.
putting it, I suppose.
No, I am going to try to use Dispel Magic on Ash.
Okay.
So Seven's just gonna look to Ash and hold his hand up, just yelling, "Snap out of it!" He's gonna try to cast Dispel Magic to try to get the mind control off him.
Okay, so for Dispel Magic, I believe that you need to make a check.
I don't think so. I think it's just let me double check. Any spell 3rd level or lower on the target ends.
Yep, that's right, that is correct. It's if it's above 4th level. So, yeah, with the use of Dispel Magic, you just watch as this glaze over Ash's eyes just fades. Ash, shake your head, just look around. You can see right now the giant gash that's in Seven's chest, and you can see just the thin layer of blood that's now currently across your sword that you're holding in your hand.
What the fuck just happened? Are you okay, Seven? Was that, what the fuck happened?
We got bigger things to worry about right now. I'll be fine. We gotta get out of here. He kind of like gestures to all the rats.
Alright, and Ash is just gonna fucking bolt.
Okay, so these rats are going to get an opportunity attack the moment you move away from them, Ash.
Oh, fuck. Alright.
Can you get a chance to... Well, I'm not gonna meta.
No, he is currently standing in the same spot that the rats are moving in. The moment he moves out of that spot, that is going to be a opportunity attack for the rats.
Okay, hang on. Alright, I am going to go ahead and do that, but I do have a question about something. I have a reaction in combat called
Okay.
Stones. It's called Stone's Endurance.
Mm-hmm.
As a reaction, reduce damage dealt to you by 1d12 plus 3 once per short rest. Could I use that on this opportunity attack?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but let's go with the. Where is it? Yeah, let's go with the opportunity attack. So the opportunity attack is going to be a 21 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay, so you take 18 points of piercing damage.
And then I need to roll my dice, my d12, right?
Plus.
Plus the 3.
No.
Oh.
They're still not done with their damage
Oh,
yet.
shit. Okay. My bad.
No, that's fine. So plus. Oops. Uh, 26 points of piercing damage. Of psychic damage. So that's going to be 44 points of damage all in all.
Okay. And then now I'm rolling my d12.
Yes.
Damn it. I need to do that with disadvantage though, correct? That'd be 10.
No, not with that, because it's a
Okay.
it's not an ability check or a saving throw or anything. It's it's an innate ability.
I reduced by 10.
10. So that's 34 points of damage.
Okay.
So as you begin to move away from these creatures, they all just immediately turn and sink their teeth into you, and you can feel not only just the teeth biting through your armor and sinking into your skin, but you can feel just this shockwave that runs immediately up your body, up your spine, and straight into your brain.
Oof.
Nyx is going to assist to do with. I'm going to say she's going to make the suggestion of quickly going back the way that you came. And she is going to cast Earth Tremor. She'll cast Earth Tremor at first level. At the rats that you just moved away from, Ash.
Okay.
So they'll need to make a dexterity saving throw. Which is a 13, which does not beat her DC. So they immediately suffer 6 points of bludgeoning damage as the ground begins to shake underneath them. And they are all knocked prone. Which is giving you a chance to escape. Because any prone attacks that they make for opportunity attacks will be at disadvantage right now.
He's such a badass over here.
So she just immediately starts moving forward like, come on, let's go.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Just to help make it harder for them to try to hit them, 7 is going to cast Darkness. So that it's like kind of where they're going to be running through, but so that they can be able to run across and hopefully slow them down trying to follow them.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to start running through.
Okay, fabulous. Alright, so they're all going to take opportunity attacks against you, or with disadvantage because they are currently prone. I know for a fact that that attack doesn't hit anyone. That one's definitely not going to hit anyone. Nope. Absolutely not. So they're all just attempting just to like struggle to their feet and bite you as you all just leap over them at this point and just immediately begin charging back down the tunnel. And as you begin sort of like rounding the edges, sort of keeping an eye out for the chalk lines that Seven has been drawing, so you can keep your sense of place in these tunnels, you can very quickly hear the skittering of just dozens of tiny feet coming after you. I will need everyone to make a acrobatics check to ensure that you can keep moving ahead of the flock, so to speak.
Aha! So, because I am proficient in it, do I get advantage?
You don't.
Or is it just straight across the board?
No. Proficiency just means that you get extra points added into it. You'd still be making this check with disadvantage.
Damn it, okay.
I like your thinking, though.
What was it again? Acrobatics?
Acrobatics,
Fuck
yeah.
you! 8.
Okay.
12.
That's alright. Daisy doesn't do any better. Daisy also rolled an 8. Where is the rats? The rats.
The rats are coming.
The rat.
Okay, one of the swarms of rats, you can still hear them further down, but one of the swarms of rats is very quickly turning the corner, and you can see them sort of just running up the side of the pipes and just diving through this 1.5 inches of water, just the water kicking up in a flurry as they are very quickly gaining on your tail. You've got one more check to make as you round the corner, and just ahead of you, you can see the rope that you drop down, so you can get back out. So if everyone could make one more acrobatics check for me, please.
11 again.
Hell yeah, 22!
On
go.
disadvantage?
Yeah!
Wait, with advantage or disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
Ash would have disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
22 bitches. I have a +5 in acrobatics.
Okay, that's cool. That's better for Daisy. Daisy rolled a 20.
I'm falling behind.
And the Reds. Oh.
Like I said, my sister's a badass, even when she's not here.
So as you immediately get to the rope and begin to scurry it up, Seven, you are the last to get to the rope, and the rats manage to catch up to you. And they're going to do an attack on you. Does a 6 hit?
No.
Okay. So you managed to very quickly just grab the rope and just lift your feet as these rats immediately lunge and just smack against the wall. You can hear the sickening crunches of these brains just slapping against the wall as they lunged for you. And as you all begin to climb up the rope, you are now witnessing the horrifying fucking fact of these rats are now jumping, clambering on the rope, and are immediately starting to climb up the rope to follow you.
I would like to cast Spiritual Weapon and try to cut the rope beneath Seven, because I imagine he's like at the bottom and climbing the slowest with one hand.
Yeah, you will definitely be the last to climb up this rope. So I'm gonna need you to make a general dexterity check so that you can make sure that where you cut the rope, you don't end up cutting it too short so that your feet can't find purchase on it.
Oh boy, he's not good at those. But that's a 15.
15? That's good, that's okay. Yeah, so you just managed to get it just a few inches below where your feet are, so you can still find a good purchase. Just as the rat's claws are about to grab hold of the rope again, your spiritual weapon, which I'm assuming is going to take the form of a scythe,
Mm-hmm.
you just hear this celestial ring as the blade just slices through the rope, and the rats just hit the floor. That's what noise rats make in this world. And there's a lot of squeaking and a lot of complaining and the likes from the rats as they are desperately trying to claw up the wall to get at you. And normally rats would be good at climbing at this point, but they're in a frenzy. They're all trying to climb over each other. They're pushing each other out of the way.
They're doing it like World War Z kind of style.
Pretty much. They're not getting very far at this particular point. So if everyone could just make a general acrobatics or athletics, I will let you choose as you climb up the rope.
Really quick, Seven's not gonna risk moving up too much. He's gonna just kind of like wrap it around his legs and his wrists, so he's still hanging onto the rope and just kind of like keeping himself secured in there. Until they can pull him up. So do you still want a dexterity or?
Well, Ash rolled an 8.
Can I real quick see what I would have rolled if it was acrobatics? Because
Yeah, let's see what your acrobatics was. What your acrobatics
because
were.
I'm gonna be pissed because I was like, yeah, I'll just go change it up. Not much better, so that's fine. They're totally fine with an 8. Not gonna change much.
So I'm also gonna need you to make a strength saving throw as well to make sure that you can grip the rope tightly enough so as you fall down the rope from slipping on it, you don't end up hitting 7.
Sorry, one more time.
A strength saving throw from you, because as you attempt to grip the rope, you end up slipping and start sliding down the rope. So it's a strength saving throw to stop yourself from hitting 7.
Hold on.
Disadvantage, correct?
I want to see something
Yes.
real quick.
Hold on. What have you got, 7?
I'm just seeing if I might be able to have something that might be able to help him. No, that's an ability check. Well, you said saving throw, right?
No, for Ash.
Yeah, no,
Not
for
for you.
him. But
Yeah.
like, you said it was a saving throw for him.
Yeah.
Okay, I was hoping to cast guidance to help him out, but that's for ability checks and saving throws.
All right. Fuck yeah, 11.
I'll give it to you. So you manage to cling on tight, and I mean to the point of where the fibers are currently like flicking off the rope as you skid, and you stop a hair's breadth away from Seven's fist on the rope.
Boy ain't got no hand.
So, with a firm grip on the rope now, you eventually manage to climb your way up, because as you take a look down, you see the rats at this point are just circling around the bottom of the well at this point. They're attempting to, looks like they're trying to think of something. They don't know what to do at this point. They're in a frenzy, which gives you a sense of calm, because the rats aren't currently attempting to come and get you right now. So you manage to climb your way up, and eventually get a tug on the rope, and just begin to pull 7 up, and right out of the well.
Someone just kind of like falls off the well as he gets over it, just panting and like holding his chest where the gash is still there. And just, I'm glad you're usually on our side.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. One minute I was ready to fight these fucking rats, and then the next minute I see you with a gash in your chest, and I'm sorry about that. I don't know what came over me.
They did something. They tried to do it to me too, but it didn't take.
Nyx leans over and just taps you on the shoulder. She's like, here, let me help you. And she's going to cast Cure Wounds at level 2. And oh, that's good. She's going to heal you for 17 points.
That's more than enough. He just lets a sigh of relief. His cloak's still a little bit stained with blood, but you know. Now that I think about it, I think this is the first time someone's gotten hit with like a physical attack, because he usually stays back. And he just stands up. Alright, so we figured out this isn't just a conspiracy. There's something. He kind of looks. He just looks at well, something happening in there. We're in no shape to be taking care of it now.
I think we should definitely have all of us together before we take any further steps on that.
7 nods in agreement. Just starts heading back towards the Grumpy Badger. Yeah, we need to really recover from this. I know everyone's still feeling worn out from crossing over before with Nick, so let's try to get everyone back in shape. And yeah, Seven's gonna start heading back to the Grumpy Badger.
And Ash is going to also head back because fucking he's tired.
Yeah, Nyx will definitely be following.
Just
So you
imagine how
must
we're gonna
do-
sound like in the morning. There were rats, and they had brains, and Ash, they took his brain.
And fuck, he hits hard.
So you all manage to make your way back to the Grumpy Badger. It's early in the morning at this point. Even as you come in, you see Cards. He's just currently wiping down some tables. The bar is completely empty at this point. And he just looks over. Oh, where you guys been?
I'll be right back.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
restart Discord. It's having issues.
Okay.
Fucking rats. And Ash is just gonna start heading up to his room.
Just gonna look and follow you for a moment before he just looks back to Seven. Just, there's something that I want to know.
We'll talk about it after we've gotten some rest, but there's something going on in the city again.
There's always something going on in the city. And go get some rest. So he just goes back to cleaning the tables, just unperturbed by the conversation of rats.
Yep, someone's gonna go ahead and head upstairs. He knows he should probably tell Cass that they're okay though, so he goes to send us any message. Got back safe, but may need to ask you. Got back safe, may need to ask you. I'm trying to. Oh wait, I got a counter. I forgot I got a counter just for sending spells.
Hell yeah.
Send it to me at some point as well, so that I can keep account as well.
It's on my iPhone, so.
Oh, I see. Okay. I'll grab
Just
one.
got back. May need to speak to you about mind control and how to prevent it later.
You're counting words, not syllables, by the way.
I know.
Okay.
It's just easier for me to do it. I think now you got me questioning if I was doing it, so. But that was 20 and I tapped down.
Okay. There's definitely a longish pause before there's finally a response. Okay, sure. Just as long as you're safe. Good night.
With that, 7's gonna go still into his room, make sure 5's still on himself as he's sitting down, or he just, you know what, he's gonna actually roll the bedroll and he's gonna actually try to sleep, but kind of like trance sleep. It's been a long day.
So he's actually just gonna sleep.
Everyone else is probably going to, so he figures he might as well this time. Every time he tries to trance, Calamity is always there. Like, cool friend to have, but let me trance.
Just let me trans, bro.
Are we doing short rest?
No, all of you can do a long rest at this point.
Okay.
You're just sleeping in really late.
And does that remove 1 level?
Yep.
Yeah, it will automatically
Alright.
remove 1 level of exhaustion from you.
It did not.
It absolutely should have.
Yeah, it didn't on mine either. I had to manually remove it.
Really? That's so weird. That should have absolutely removed a level of exhaustion from you. Either way, remove a level of exhaustion from yourself.
Happened
Dope.
last time too.
Yeah, it tells us that we lose a level of exhaustion, but it for some reason it's not doing it for us automatically.
D&D Beyond, fix your shit.
But also sponsor us because you're
Yeah,
awesome.
please sponsor us. They
Well,
literally
yeah,
take a long
perfect
rest.
quack time.
Yeah, please sponsor us D&D Beyond.
You have to click the exhaustion box when you do the long rest to get it to take it off. There's a little button, extra
Oh.
button
That makes
thingy.
sense.
Hockey
Yeah.
duck.
Oh, you know what? Yeah,
I did a thing.
yeah. You
Thing.
were being smarter than me. Not very hard though.
Not
You
that
said
great a
it, not me.
compliment.
You said it, not me. Nah. I just like to press button.
Ooh, what's this button do? Dee Dee from Dexter's Laboratory.
Buttons. Ooh.
So, eventually, the night passes over, and the morning comes much sooner than you anticipate, as for most of you who aren't already asleep, the moment that you hit your head, it's nights out. You wake up in the morning, it's mid-morning-ish. The sun is already up in the sky, and you're already feeling more refreshed than you did beforehand. Thoughts of last night still running around in your head, and just how close you could have come to something potentially dangerous. But thankfully, you're all okay. You're all safe. I would say that by the time that Nyx, Ash, and Seven were waking up, Lily, Kira, Barrett, you guys would have already been awake at this point,
Oh yeah.
as you actually went to sleep a lot sooner than they did. So, before we move to them, we'll start with you. The day is yours. How would you wish to proceed?
Kira would like to try to tame her zombie mouse. And I
Okay.
know there's like
How
an
to
animal
train your
handling
zombie.
tech or something. Yes, how to train your zombie.
Alright, if you'd like to make an animal handling check for me then, please.
See if it bites me or if I give it some cheese. Hold on. Where is Emily? Oh, there it is. Do I have disadvantage on this?
Do you have a level of exhaustion?
1, I believe.
Okay, I believe 1 level of
ability check.
exhaustion. Yeah, a disadvantage on ability checks. So yes, you would have disadvantage on this.
Okay.
Rip.
Oh, fuck. 9.
9. No. You feed it a little bit of cheese. 9. You feed it a little bit of cheese through the bars. You just sit there with your little tail wagging, just staring with your big happy eyes. And this mouse just walks over to the cheese, just looks at you, looks at it, looks at you, turns around, takes a shit in the cage, and then just walks back to the other side of the cage.
Kira cries as she walks down to the bar to get breakfast.
Poor Kira.
Kira is sad doggy. That would be Barrett.
Barrett's
Amanda.
already down there. Barrett's already down at the bar waiting to get coffee.
As Kira's coming down, coffee is literally just being brought to the bar and just set down in its own little coffee cup with a selection of mugs with it. Here you go, kiddo.
Barrett just kind of squeals, her feet not even touching the ground, and goes, "Thank you."
Yeah, made sure it's fresh every morning now. Someone's gonna want it.
If by somebody you mean me, then yes, sir, you are correct. And Barrett takes a
Usually, yeah.
big old cup.
He looks over to Kira at this point, so, morning. You shot in your cornflakes.
Kira starts crying even harder and just grabs a cup of coffee and just stares into it, pouting.
Just blinks and just looks at Barrett. It's like, something I said?
Barrett shrugs her shoulders and just goes, "Kira, are you okay?
Yeah, fine. Everything's fine.
You don't sound fine. You sounded like I sounded last night."
I'm fine. It's sobbing into her coffee now.
Gee, she sounds like a fucking man. Her pet just died.
Proceeds to sob louder.
Oops.
Hard, you made it worse. Barrett puts her arm around Kira.
Oops. Just kind of goes back to clean the counter.
Kira,
My
are you
bad.
hungry? Do you want some food?
Kira like looks around. Anything but cheese.
Barrett looks at cards and just goes, we need meat. I'm gonna take her over to the table, but we need meat. Lots of meat.
I figured as much.
Come on, Kira, come sit over here. Barrett moves off to a table with her arm around Kira.
Kira is just tail not wagging down in between her legs, ears all perched forward like just sand. Puppy follows. Shit.
Barrett kind of whispers, Kira, what happened?
The zombie mouse hates me.
Barrett just kind of looks concerned and goes, but it might take, maybe it just takes longer. Maybe just because he's so little, maybe you just scare him a little.
It's poop and I offered it. Jeez.
Maybe he doesn't like cheese. You know, cheese can make some mice very, very, very. Yeah, it gives them the poop. Some of them are lactose intolerant.
Really?
Yeah, it's mice are actually lactose intolerant. Fun fact, children. So, maybe you should try something else. Maybe some meat. I have pocket meat. Coffee likes my pocket meat.
Coffee's currently already in your pocket, just eating the meat.
Okay, I'll put some meat in my pocket. Maybe that'll work.
See, it'll be okay. He'll like you. It just give it time. It'll be okay.
Okay. Kira just starts drinking her coffee, trying to calm down. A little bit shaky, but a little more optimistic now.
Hey Lily, what are you doing at this point?
He's staring at his friends like they're all weirdos. I mean, he doesn't know what they just went through.
Fair. Eventually, Cards does come back over. He's carrying a plate of meat, some bread, and some fruit for Daylily, which, amongst the usual apples, pears, oranges, and likes, there's also a couple of sort of bright yellow spiky fruit in the bowl as well.
Ooh, what are those fruit?
Those, I don't know. We had Margaret. She went into the market while it was still in town, and apparently there's some kind of exotic fruits over from Calazoa. She paid extra for them, so I thought I might as well give them to people that might appreciate them.
Ooh. Barrett picks one up and looks at it and just kind of looks at it and then looks at Cards and goes, do I just bite it? Or do I have to peel it? What do I do?
She recommended that we go at it with a knife. Points to the knife next to the bowl.
I get to use the knife?
Just be careful with it.
Knife?
Cut it in half. Cut it in half, cut it into slices, whatever you want to do. Apparently it's supposed to be really good for people that are really fucking tired and the like. Supposed to really give you an energy boost and the likes. And the more and more he describes it, Daylily, the more and more you start to get the feeling that this might actually be toru fruit.
Yas! Love that shit.
Because obviously you can't see it because you're blind.
Why are you so blind?
Yellow spiky fruit, re-energizing properties, comes from Calazoa. Yeah, it's toru fruit.
Out of character, why the fuck would Cards give Daylily a knife knowing he's blind?
He's not giving it to Daylily. He left
Put
it
it next
on
to the bowl.
Yeah, he put it on the bowl. He didn't just turn. He didn't just
It's
fucking
their game,
thrust it.
man.
He didn't just thrust it forward, blade forward to Daylily and go, "Here, you cut it."
Might as well have.
Get it before Barrett does.
He just pointed to it next to the bowl and just went, "Just use the knife, cut it into slices, and just enjoy it. Try peeling that with your bare fingers, you're gonna end up pricking yourself." And with that, he just walks off back to the bar.
Barrett kind of sneakily inches her hand forward, like no one's gonna see her take the knife, and pulls it over.
Kira's gonna let it happen.
She just she doesn't put the fruit down. She starts cutting it in her hand, because why wouldn't she? And she's just kind of cutting holes in it, to see what the inside is.
Yeah, you can't tell me you're making her do some kind of check since she's cutting a fruit in her fucking hand.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
I mean, I'm actually erring on the side of caution, because if she's supposed to be, if her pop is supposed to be a herbalist and supposed to be an alchemist and such, then she's bound to have some kind of experience with knives and.
I just like them. That's all.
Violence.
Knives are fun.
Jesus Christ. Cam. Look what,
Kids, knives are not fun. Don't play with knives.
look what you've done, Cam.
PSA.
Barrett cuts a little circle out and kind of tastes the inside and is like,
It's sweet. It's sweet. It's tangy. There's a hint of sourness to it that kind of tickles your tongue a little bit, but it's juicy. It's delicious. It's kind of like a very subtle cross between a pineapple and a lemon.
Barrett takes a little bite and is so excited. She's like, oh my goodness, you have to try this, Kira. I know you like meat, but you should really try just a little bit of this. Oh my God, it tastes so good. Oh, it's almost as good as coffee. I can feel it right now. I can feel it. It's almost as good as coffee. I feel like you should try some. Do you want me to cut you up some? Because I will cut you up some.
Kira just kind of looks up at her and goes, sure. And just out. She's currently shredding up meat and shoving it into her pockets.
It's like some kind of just beef jerky cheese string.
Pretty much, yeah.
Barrett just kind
Wait,
of looks over at Daylily and goes, Daylily, do you want some?
Yes.
I will cut you up some too. So Barrett just starts taking them out and cutting them up in slices and putting them on everybody's plates.
Mm-hmm.
Kira just starts eating it without even thinking.
Yeah, it's sweet. It's ever so slightly tart. A little tingle on your tongue, but again, you get to feel that. You begin to feel that revitalizing. And you're like, oh, this is good. And you get another piece and another piece, and by the time you've had a few pieces of this fruit, you feel all of those aches and pains and all of that sort of deep-seated exhaustion just begin to fade away from you. Remove a point of exhaustion from yourself.
Exhaustion free, motherfuckers!
Same.
And to think it was all because Kira was depressed about the mouse. Otherwise, she wouldn't have made it.
I would probably say at this point is a good time for Seven and Ash to actually be awake at this point. If you guys want to venture down the stairs or do what it is that you want to do.
Seven wakes up after, pretty late. Well, usually he's the first one awake, but this time it's probably closer to lunch.
It's mid-morning at this point, so it's closer to lunch than breakfast, let's put it that way.
Yeah, so he just kind of stretches, sits up, figured him out yesterday, and he decides he should probably change up his spells that he's got prepared. So he sits up in his bedroll, gets his book, and starts thumbing through it for any ideas. Which I already prepared earlier while we were listening to everyone else.
Getting into the real spirit of the spellcaster.
Yeah,
Ash is gonna head. Oh,
no,
go
good.
ahead.
He's just being a nerd while Ash is still asleep.
Ash is gonna just kind of shoot up, look around, look over at Seven. That shit was fucking wild last night.
Yeah, that was the first time I actually needed to sleep just because I felt so mentally drained. Definitely changing my spells up. Something that'll work on multiple targets.
I think I'm gonna run downstairs and grab something to eat. Fucking hungry as shit.
Yeah, I'll go join you. He closes his tome for now. He's gonna quickly cast Mending on his cloak, realizing he was so tired he forgot to actually fix it, and goes to join Ash downstairs.
Okay, yeah. Cloak just stitches itself back together. Good as new. And you all venture downstairs. The tavern this morning is surprisingly empty. Other than, obviously, your friends sitting at the table, just enjoying their breakfast / early lunch. Brunch.
We got
Go ahead.
no go. All right, we got some shit to tell you guys.
Someone's just
What'd you
gesturing
break
to
this time?
someone's just gesturing to cards to for a couple of meals for them, just holding up 2 fingers as he goes to the table.
He acknowledges you.
He nods back
Goes
and
back
says-
out to the kitchen.
He nods back
Barrett
and sits
none
down.
too slyly slides food in front of both of you, like plates with the fruit on it, and just goes, "You gotta try this."
It was the same fruit that Seven had brought before, right?
Yeah, you definitely recognize this as toru fruit.
Yeah, he goes to take a couple of pieces and just, oh yeah, I got this when we were hanging out at the fountain a couple days ago.
It's freaking awesome.
All right, I'll try it this time, I guess.
I feel like I've had coffee with coffee with coffee with coffee.
And as you two, Ash, as you imbibing this fruit, you know, you get the sweet, tangy flavor on your tongue, the little tickles on the tips and the likes, and after a few slices, you begin to feel that exhaustion melt away as well. So you can remove a level of exhaustion as well.
Who doesn't like tickles on
Oh
the tits?
yeah. Just a tear.
Just tip.
Sausage party.
No,
That's what you're referencing.
no, I wasn't actually. I was referencing Ray William Johnson.
I mean, Owl House definitely references Sausage Party.
Now I gotta watch it.
I need
Yeah,
to grab my
you
water, I'll be
can-
back.
I was gonna say you can remove that level of exhaustion, Reaper. So
Now you're not tired anymore. Everyone's finally better. I think.
Everybody in it, but Nyx has eaten it so far.
Damn.
well, Nyx doesn't have any exhaustion. So
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
she's gone.
Nyx came back with no exhaustion.
Yeah, Nyx is just feeling great. More than
Makes
just
me
like,
feeling
ugh.
fresh as a fucking daisy.
I see what you did there.
I'm so fucking funny.
Someone clip that and send that to Daisy.
I'm gonna mute while I clip that.
But yeah, so it just kind of slumps on the table, pulling out his tome and opens it as like he lets Ash explain what happened, at least until he gets to the part where he doesn't remember anything.
All right, so Nyx and I left here last night, and y'all went to bed. We were just kind of strolling down to the place that we were meeting Seven, and
Yeah,
I
thought everyone was coming over here.
they were tired. It is what it is. But and then as soon as we started getting close, Seven started running after a rat. From what he said, the rat went down to the went down the well. I got a little excited. I thought we were gonna fight, and I jumped down the well. We walked for a little while, and then what? Then what happened?
Well, we went through the tunnel in the wall, and suddenly there was a bunch of rats, and they had exposed brains, and they tried to do something to me. It didn't work. It worked on Ash, though, apparently, and he started attacking me. And so now we have to deal with mind control of rats that we barely managed to get away from. So he's eccentric, but he's not crazy. A scientist.
Yet.
And now we probably need to ask Cass, how do we prevent mind control spells? So there's something down there. And we didn't get back until about 4 or 5 in the morning, so that was a good thing.
Them fucking rats bite hard.
Did you know rats bite?
What'd you say, Dilly?
Did you know rats bite? But I said it like really sad.
I'm gonna turn you up a little bit. Oh, you're already at max. You're so quiet.
I'm tired. My mouse.
Seven just is still kind of like leaning over his book, just looking exhausted. Just so we need to figure out what's actually going on. I'm preparing my spells so I can try to be prepared for multiple targets because there was a lot of rats and Ash already hits harder than the rats bite, so we want to make sure we prevent that happening again.
Yeah, that wasn't. I apologize. I can't believe I let myself get taken control of.
I mean, it's not like we were expecting it. It's just that's how spells are. I'm just surprised they're coming from rats. Oh yeah, the rats all had enchantments on them.
Oh, ain't that nice? My mouse! You're doing great, guys. I'm just trying to get this fucking rabbit to work.
Rabbit's broke. Anyway, how's your morning? He says to everyone else, just holding his head up by his hand.
I slept good.
Are you all feeling a little bit better from what happened?
Feel so much better. I've had so much coffee and that new fruit. Oh, that made me feel like I had coffee and coffee and coffee. I feel real good. I think we should get going. We should do something today. I feel like I should be productive.
Me and Ash haven't eaten yet. But we are gonna go see Cass. I only had like one slice.
I'm waiting for Barrett to shove it in their mouths at this point.
Just climbs up on the table.
I wouldn't put it past her.
Eat the food.
I had a dream about rats last night. I don't know why, but they were singing and dancing. I feel like I was thinking about rats when I fell asleep. I don't remember falling asleep. How did I get back here? What's going on? I feel like we should go somewhere.
I'm trying to stay in character, but someone just sighs and just guess I can. He was about to say he can take his food to go, but He only has one hand to hold a plate, let alone trying to eat it.
Do you want me to put some of your meat in my pockets too? I have 2 pockets. You can put this can be your pocket meat, and this can be Coffee's pocket meat, or maybe this is pocket meat. Maybe you should be careful.
Pocket Pete?
Coffee. I feel like Coffee might have meat everywhere in my pockets. I don't.
No.
Barrett puts her hands in her pockets, and she realizes she has Coffee. She has Coffee's meat and cheese in both pockets, and she doesn't remember how that happened.
There's a sudden thump on the table, right beside the pair of you, as Cart is just looming over the table and just glaring at you all, pointing.
Barrett
You
stares
all-
up at him, smirking.
You all are gonna sit here, you're gonna eat, and then you're gonna leave.
Oh.
You finally got tired of us?
Yes.
You want us to leave?
Leave
Daylily
for
is
your
taking this to heart.
errands. Eat and then leave for your errands for the day.
We will. But we gotta eat.
Cards. What do you
Already
know
ate, they're
about
taking forever.
Cards? What do you know about enchanted rats?
Other than the one you got stashed up in your room right now?
Kira
We're not
starts crying
supposed
again.
to talk about that!
So angry.
Barrett puts her arms around Kira.
Technically, that's a mouse and not a rat.
See what you did?
Kira's just sniffling.
First off, you're lucky I'm even allowing it in here right now, because this is a no pets place. Second of all, I wouldn't know about it if Margaret wasn't going in your rooms and cleaning the places out, like she's supposed to do. Third of all, you're not very good at hiding your animals. Fix that.
Didn't even know our rooms were being cleaned.
Barrett
room's
pushes
always
Coffee
clean.
down into her pocket and just goes, shh.
I already know about the dragon.
I don't know, you look angry.
I'm angry because every time I see you guys eating, you sit there, you're there for 5 minutes, you stuff your pockets full of God knows fucking what, and then you piss off for the day. Yeah, I don't think, from the amount of time that I've actually been letting you stay here, that I've even seen you eat a full meal. I'm not happy about that.
Okay.
I eat all day long. That's what pocket meat is for.
I want you to sit down and I want you to have a proper meal for a moment. Eat your fill, and then you can go out and do your errands. I made myself clear?
Fine.
Yes, sir.
Now eat your
Kira
fill.
pushes food around on her plate.
Did he bring her food?
So just pushes himself off the table and just walks back behind the bar.
But did he bring her food?
Yeah, there's food on the table.
Yeah, there's food on the table.
Oh,
Meat,
okay.
Sorry, I
fruits,
should've-
and everything.
Should have, yeah, during the conversations, I did forget to say that at points, Cards has been bringing food over to the table, so that's my bad, but yes. I got enthralled in the conversation, so that's my fault. But Cards has been bringing food over to the table for you to actually eat.
Alright, so someone's gonna start actually eating. I'm taking his time.
Kira's gonna blatantly shove more food in her pockets.
Barrett very begrudgingly grabs a piece of meat and actually starts eating it while sitting there staring at cards the whole time.
Just imagine
This
like
is the
Barrett,
one-
like
Yeah, there's just at one point where Cards just finished wiping down the counter and he just leans on the counter, just rests his chin on his fingers as he just sits there staring at you as well.
I could just see Barrett like staring at him, like just glaring at him, and then just like ripping off pieces of jerky from him.
And
with
chewing
his
it very aggressively
mouth.
and mumbling
like
under her
Jim
breath.
Carrey?
What a waste of time sitting here having to eat. Who sits and eats?
There's at one point as well, Kira, as you're stuffing meat into your pockets, you just get a sharp tap on the side of the head as as a playing card. The 7 of clubs just hits the table. You look up at cards, it's just flicking a playing card through his fingers before he calls up and just goes, shove it in your mouth as well.
Kira picks it up and, like, puts it close to her mouth and then shoves it in her pocket, staring at cards the entire time. Just a challenge. He made her cry. She's upset.
He's gonna keep staring. Just continuously flicking the card between his fingers.
To be fair, Kira was eating before cards told her to eat, and then she stopped eating. Like, I need to make that pretty clear right now.
Well, the way that I read it was that Kira was literally just purposely just shoving food into her pocket just to be fucking obtuse.
Yeah,
Well, now she is.
Now she
Yes.
is.
Yeah.
You're just gonna
She
draw
does
the
not respect
rats in.
authority.
They're gonna smell the food.
Maybe they won't
Or my
attack us
mouth.
if they smell food.
Or maybe they'll
Maybe-
exclusively attack Kira because they can smell the food.
Maybe they'll want to be our friends. Maybe they'll be like, ooh, pocket meat. Not cheese, though, because mice are lactose intolerant.
Well, these are rats. Are rats lactose intolerant?
These are
They are,
rats,
it
not
gives them the
mice.
poops.
Well,
It's not
maybe
good.
we don't want these rats to live, so we want to give them the poops.
We want them
You
to
want to
shit
give them explosive diarrhea while we're down there?
Yes.
I mean,
That does not sound fun. Well, I think I need to go shopping. I don't want to go.
The pilgrims had died of dysentery. Make the rats die of dysentery.
We might be
What's
onto
your
something.
superpower? I kill mice with cheese.
I make my shit themselves to death.
Why do you people not know Fireball? This would be over in an instant.
Why don't you know
I can believe-
Fireball?
I'm a cleric!
Exactly.
So just out of curiosity, so the rats, so they were under an enchantment of some sort, right?
I imagine it's whatever exposed their brains.
And whatever it was enough that somehow it was trying to reach out to you two. What could do that?
Something must be controlling them, which is why we need to go back down there.
But maybe we should... Is there any way that we could... Barrett sighs, and she's just like... Is there any way that we could know if maybe it wasn't so much something or more someone? And is there like a radius to how far they can control people? Maybe we can tell like approximately where it was coming from? Or...
Well, that's what we're gonna talk to Cass about. Just
We
to learn
also
more
need
about
to
mind
talk-
control.
What was the guy's name that we got that hired us?
Yenmir.
That guy. We need to talk to that guy. I'm not trying to pronounce that right now, okay?
maybe maybe he'll know somebody who has those capabilities, or at least...
That
don't know.
might, lessen our suspect pool. If he's supposed to talk to his employer and find out if what he can tell us extra. So maybe he'll have a name of someone that might be a suspect.
And it feels sketchy, like Soup Face all over again.
Well, we killed her.
This
There
one
goes
wasn't
after
this.
eating.
I just want to say this one was not me. I did not pick this one. Y'all thought rats was a better idea.
Wait. Isn't this the one that he grabbed off the board?
Nope, I grabbed the one
No.
with the cave.
He grabbed the other
Oh.
one where I almost died.
Yeah, that makes it all the better, Ash.
He almost got the baby killed.
Okay, well, You're
And
fine.
then
You're
you go out and
alive.
kill 7. We're gonna talk about that later, Ash. Kira points at him very angrily.
I don't remember doing it.
That's convenient. She's all attitude right now.
I can't get the rat to love me, so I will not love anyone else until then.
She's going through the stages of grief. Okay, you guys, we're at anger now.
We still have potions, right?
Good question.
We keep getting potions and people are just hoarding them.
We still have
They don't go
potions,
bad,
right?
right?
I don't have any.
I feel like Barrett had some
What'd Barrett have?
potions.
Potions.
I have healing
Someone else
potions.
had some.
Oh my
Someone else had
God.
some too. Was it 7 or?
don't
I
any
have 2
potions.
healing potions.
I thought 7 had the ones that we got from Cass.
7 split one with me.
Okay. What happened to the ones that we got from like Soup Face?
Did we get
I don't
any?
know that we
Nyx-
got any from
I think
Soup
Nyx
Face.
has some.
Got you.
Honestly, I probably forgot to put the one that Casket gave. No, I don't think he gave that to 7. Didn't he give that to you guys?
No, he gave you
No.
2
No,
and
he
you
gave it-
you split them with Barrett.
Oh, okay.
Well-
Which kind was it?
So you
Kira,
had
you
one and
wanna-
I had one, but then we got into a battle and I kind of think you used it on somebody.
No, we haven't used any potions so far.
Are you sure? Because we got in that fight where
Positive.
Ash and
Wait.
you almost died at the same time.
No,
Well,
because
yeah,
Daylily
but
cast
it
heal.
was,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
they both healed us with the spells, and then
Yeah, so
we
you
keep
should
forgetting that
have
we
a potion of healing.
Alright, just a regular one, right?
I
Yeah.
think so.
All right. So
And
You
then
guys have got to
you're-
make sure. You guys have got to make sure as well that when you do get equipment like that you make sure that you put it in your inventories.
Mhm.
I'm
Yes.
sorry.
I'm just saying. I'm not having a go.
Just
that's-
baby.
So lots of times in the
care.
Discord I try to put it in the important notes or the general session notes when we get stuff.
Yeah. So
Good call.
that sort of stuff, when it does actually go in there, make sure that you do actually put it in your inventory as well.
Mhm.
Because I've just checked Nyx's inventory; she has no potions in there at all. So if you
Oh,
did
yeah.
give her anything, it's not in there.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure we did. I know that
No,
7
She got them
yeah.
off of Soup Face's body or out of the shop or something. I just remember that either Soup Face's body or the shop had like higher healing potions or some potions. I can't remember
I
what
got-
kind.
I got a potion of greater healing out of Soup
That
Face
one.
when I got my cauldron.
Okay, I think that was the potion I was thinking of.
I think all of the other potions that you have actually used, because bear in mind you've had like 12 sessions at this point. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that they've been sparsely used over the time, especially if you don't have them in your inventory.
We,
So I think
we
you
have not
only-
used a single potion.
And I couldn't find sorry, off topic, but I couldn't find a potion of greater healing in the inventory slot, so I just put it under potion of healing. So I just have 2
I'll
of
see if I
those
can-
because I couldn't find the potion of greater healing.
I think there's only potion of healing and superior. I don't think there is a greater. Could be wrong.
All right. Well, Kira, if you're gonna be angry, you want to go settle this outside then?
Kira hops up.
No,
Let's
this
go,
potion of
motherfucker.
greater healing.
Is
Oh,
it?
okay.
Did I not put it in right? Probably. Hold on, let me
It's
look.
fine.
So it just sees
I
them
don't
like
know if
going
Cards
out
is
to
gonna let
fight.
this happen.
Just,
Guy fighting!
Is this really a good time to be fighting? We just got rusted up.
That's
Just
why
kinda
I
looks
asked.
like-
Come to me.
That's why I asked if we've got potions.
Nice.
Barrett stands up at her chair and points at Ash and says, Kira is upset about her mouse. If if you touch Kira, I'm gonna kick your ass.
1 hit each.
Cards scares me more than you do, sir. And he'll yell at us.
I
Damn
mean,
right.
He didn't yell when I kind of got in a bar fight yesterday.
He yells at me all the time.
That's not true.
See?
He said that's not true.
Doesn't matter. It is true. You yell at me all the time. Barrett's not allowed to talk about dead things downstairs. Barrett's not allowed to talk about things coming back to life downstairs. Barrett's got to be quiet. Barrett can't have coffee after a certain time. Barrett this, Barrett that. Now I got to eat at the table and I want to be gone.
If it makes you feel better, I think you just describe what everyone else has gone through.
I want to go to the
Like,
table.
Barrett at this point is like kicking her feet and slamming her fist down like an angry toddler.
No, I'm standing on my chair, pointing at Ash.
Stomping your feet.
Cards
Because
is just
it's
going to
not
call
safe
over.
to yell at cards, so I'm yelling at Ash about cards.
Cards is just going to call over. Just, you done eating?
I was done eating 10 minutes ago.
Then you can go.
Ugh.
Just wanted to make sure that you had a good meal before you left, that's all.
He's just showing that he cares about you. Calm down, Barrett.
Cards just pulls a face at that comment, just... ugh.
Ugh, feelings.
I'm sure if you
Ugh,
give him a good
Aaron.
pat on the head, he'll calm right down. Kira makes a snide remark.
You bit me when I tried to pat you on the head.
I don't like head pats. It's condescending. I only
Where are we
like them
going?
when I'm a good girl.
So,
Let's go talk to Cass.
so we get to go to
Hurry
Cass.
up and
I
get
wanna,
outside, Ash, so I can kick your ass. It'll make me feel better.
Barrett gets up and starts walking towards the door. I don't know what y'all are waiting for, but I'm going to see Cass.
Wait, has Ash ate yet? Like, is Kira about to, like, fold away from the table before he's done eating?
I mean, he's been there for a minute, right? He probably
I would
is done
say-
eating.
He's the one
Yeah.
who suggested to take this outside.
Yeah. Kira's just gonna grab his arm and drag him.
And she reaches arm.
She's gonna grab his kneecap.
She's gonna
sitting
grab his
down.
ankle.
It's gonna be easy.
She'll grab his ankle and just drag his ass out there by his ankle.
Just-
Like,
Yeah,
Just
my doctor,
yanks
what
it and
the fuck?
pulls. Just hear a thump.
We have the same strength stats right now.
yeah, like Kira's strong as fuck.
My strength saving throws just keep whiffing horribly.
Facts.
So it
Hey,
just
yours
sighs.
haven't been any better.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Seven just sighs and just gets up to go follow Kira, like, hold on, I'm coming too.
So 1 hit.
One's all I need.
Let's do it then.
Okay, Kira's gonna go ahead and take the first hit with her warhammer.
You can't use weapons. You gotta punch him.
What's the agreed
It doesn't
upon?
hit.
It doesn't hit.
It doesn't hit. I'm so angry that I missed.
Pick her up. Pick her up, Ash. Pick her up.
Get the chair!
Put her on top of the fridge.
After Kira hits Ash, Ash is gonna kind of kneel down. Do you feel better now?
Kira's gonna take another swing. 24.
Oh, God damn!
You take 11 damage.
And fall on your ass, man.
Lightning damage.
Kira smirks. Now I feel better, and walks away.
I went exactly like I was thinking it would go.
Do you feel better
Ash
now?
is- Whack! Ash is gonna just kind of grab his head and be like, fuck. Alright. Well, at least we got her out of it.
Yeah, that's what you think.
Alright. So the market at this point now has dispersed. The plateau is back to its normal clear self. And as you crest across the plateau to the fifth element, you hear, once again, as you open the door, the little dingle, dingle, dingle of the bell. And it's quiet in the store at this particular point. There's patrons and the like shopping around for just general its and bobs and the likes, for magical needs and such. Seven, Cass. I was looking at Seven's name at that time. Cass is just sort of just leaning back in a chair behind the counter, just thumbing through a book. As he looks up as soon as he hears the dingle, he gives you a bright wave and a smile.
Seven goes to walk up to hit, what's it called, the counter? Where
Yeah.
he's at.
Mm.
He just, sorry for sending you messages so late.
He sort of closes his book and stands up, just sets the book on the side. It's like, look, if you're going to send me late night messages, the least you can do is come knocking on my door.
So it's just like, you're like, he pretty much has the same expression he does whenever I'm not talking. Look, it's not like I could at that moment, even if I wanted to. But
Oh, you wound me.
something came up last night. And,
Okay.
and there is rats in a well with exposed brains. I try to mind control us.
So just blinks. I'm sorry, back up a little bit. Rats with exposed brain?
Yeah.
You're just gonna look at Cass. Sounds cool, right?
It sounds interesting, I'll give you that.
Basically, we were supposed to try to do a stakeout because this man kept claiming that rats were spying on him all the time, always in the same routine.
Oh, you've not been speaking again, Mir, have you?
Yeah, but he's on to something.
Really? He's been going on about those rats for months now. Rats this, rats that. There's rats in my walls. There's rats in everyone's walls, Genmir. Get over it.
Well, there's rats.
These
in the
rats
well.
ain't no. These rats ain't no fucking joke.
They managed to mind control Ash, and he did a pretty good number on me.
Just sort of just deadpan looks to Ash. She's like, what did you do to him?
Not
Kira,
me.
Kira looks at Cass and says, "Don't worry, I already hit him in the face for it this morning."
Good girl.
Kira growls.
How many times can I say it wasn't me?
Barrett whispers
It
and
was
paddles
you.
and says, Cass, he stabbed 7.
Wait, what was that?
He stabbed 7.
Bitch, it's my job.
What are you both whispering about?
What does that mean?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Why do you want to stab 7?
So, I keep forgetting that those
Kira's
jokes are
gives
last on
Cass
you.
a stare.
Why does everybody want to hurt 7? 7, what did you do?
Kira's gonna pat Barrett's hand and say, "He doesn't want to hurt 7, unless that's what
Okay.
7 wants."
Can we get
Why
back on the subject?
This is the subject now.
Do you see that? That's the color 7 turns every time Cass says stuff I don't understand.
Shut up, Barrett.
Well, Kira grabs Barrett's hand. Do you want me to tell you about it? Let's go for a walk.
This is the talk.
Kira takes Barrett on a walk through the store, giving her the birds and the bees and the bees and the bees and the birds talk.
I don't like this.
Barrett's gonna come back and just look dead inside.
Traumatized.
Goodbye, childhood.
You guys are gross.
Someone just sighs and just... Oh my god, yeah, that means Kira has to give the talk about why two guys are flirting with each other too.
Kira doesn't have genitals. She's really not. No, I'm joking. She knows.
She had to look
But
for
like I
knowledge on
told-
it somehow.
I mean,
She's
Would she
giving the
have
birds
knowledge?
and the birds and the bees and the bees. Yes, she would know. That would be like inherent knowledge that she gained from Mistra herself while she was being formed. We have
this is how
discussed
people
this before.
usually do it, but we're doing it this way for you.
One day, just as she's being carved, just one day you're going to meet a distant and innocent little girl, and you're going to scar her with talks of sex.
Gross.
this is the only reason. The only
This is
reason
the
I give
only
you this
reason I-
information.
This is the only reason I give you life.
Exactly.
Kira
My
just
purpose has been
disappears.
fulfilled. Kira just turns into a mist and disappears.
Right after finishing the talk.
Barrett, I don't feel so good.
Oh.
That's fucked up. I like it.
Okay.
I've never even
Alright.
seen the movie. I just like that meme.
Just
Anyway.
talk it over. So yeah, Cass kind of just racks his brain. Just look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Rats with exposed brains don't really sound familiar to me. That's not so much my expertise.
I figured, but what do you know about mind control?
It's fun when it's consensual.
Ew.
Someone just face palms.
And so?
So just grins and just gives a wink. But seriously,
what do you know
though,
about avoiding getting mind controlled?
say no. Okay, seriously though. Usually when it comes to those types of magics, that's more of an enchantment kind of thing. I'm more of an evocation and illusionist, as he snaps his fingers and another two of him sort of appear beside himself before they snap their fingers and disappear.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we lost
Speaking
Nero.
of disappear.
That's rude.
Rest in peace, Nero.
You
No,
knew
Nero's
someone was
coming
gonna
back.
make
He doesn't have a choice.
You knew someone's gonna make a joke about like, oh, someone's a lucky man then, because two Casses.
Ew. Baby ears.
You got 3 from the sounds of it.
Oh. Nero just straight up isn't responding right now. Okay, we'll come back to that in a moment.
I'm literally just sending Daisy messages. I sent her the clip, and then I sent her Kira hit action with her Warhammer for 11 damage. Kira also gave Barrett the sex talk. Just random little bits, so she's really confused about what she missed. No context.
I mean, we did it to Bubblegum, so
Yeah.
You did what?
Yeah, everyone has to suffer.
Yeah,
we
gave
totally
you
got to
no
it.
context.
Oh yeah, that sounds.
So anyway, he snaps his fingers, and another two sort of appear next to him before he snaps his fingers again, and the two illusions of him just disappear. Enchantments and the like of those particular things, not really my forte. I know as long as you've got a good fortitude in your brain, though, it's easy for you to avoid getting mind controlled.
That must have been what happened to me when I felt it. Like something prodding, trying to get in.
Mm-hmm. That's typically how enchantment spells work. They normally invade the intellectual part of your brain.
And I
Make you
guess
see
instead of-
things that aren't there and make you want to do things that you don't normally do.
Does someone have to actively be trying to enchant you, or could it just be like on a general area and anyone who goes within that area?
I would assume that there are probably some spells that could probably do that. But again, not my forte. If I had a chance to learn it, probably it'd be a different kind of story. But I normally focus with evocations and illusions, normally things to trick your eyes to see things that aren't really there and blow stuff up.
Oh, I want to blow stuff up.
Fun.
Out of everyone you know in the city, do you know anyone who maybe experienced giving us some advice?
Giving it what? Giving. I'm sorry. Repeat that.
Giving us some
The
advice.
the person behind my brain had a bit of an aneurysm.
Cass would be really submissive to mind control.
Yuck yuck.
Ashton,
Sorry, say that
you had
again,
like a
Evan.
low roll. You probably didn't even have any chance of resistance.
So, what did you say again, Seven?
He was asking if there's anyone in the city that he knew experienced in that, so they can get advice from them.
No, sorry, not off the top of my head.
So just kind of lets out a sigh at that, crossing his arms. No magic weapons, or magic items or anything? Something that might prevent magic?
So scratches his chin. He's like, he looks around his store. He sort of gives a clap. You see a couple of pseudo dragons just pop down on top of his shoulders. It's like, can you guys do me a favor? Can you just take a look around the store and see if we've got any sort of mind fortification kind of magic? Or anything like that? Stuff to sort of protect against the brain. The two little dragons just chitter and then just kick off his shoulders and immediately go flying around the shop. It's like, I'll have a little look around myself, but you're probably going to have to give me about 20 minutes or so, maybe, to look around. Have a look around, see if there's anything in here that maybe you want to get a hold of while you're at it, and give me some time to take a look around. I'm bound to have something in this store, but I just don't know at this moment. As you can tell, as he gestures up to the 3 stories that his store exists of, I have a lot of stuff.
Me with yarn.
So he just wanted us to buy some more stuff. Kind of saying it jokingly.
That is true. However, if I have anything, I'll see what I can do for you.
Well, Seven
What
goes
about
to...
that?
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Alright. Seven goes to start wandering through the shop, seeing if there's anything that catches his interest. And I'll let Ash go next.
Didn't we get a diamond from that one dude?
Sure did.
Which I think Nick's had, but you can say that she passed it on to Ash.
Yeah, I'm willing to say that definitely would have passed it on at some point.
Cass, do you know anything about jewels, diamonds in the likes?
So pokes his head out from behind a shelving. No, I don't. But there is a store just over the plateau. There's a jeweler just over the road there. They'll be able to help you out.
All right,
So
thank you.
pokes his head back around.
Ash is gonna let everybody know I am going to go and double check that this is actually a diamond, and then we can go figure something out to do with it there.
Just don't go down any wells.
Hardy har har.
I never thought we'd be going into one in the first place, but here we are. Fair warning to Kib now.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, 7 goes back to looking around, looking through the magic items and the weapons and such.
Yeah, I mean, there's general sorts of weapons and like swords, daggers, bows, and such. Some regular armors. There's a lot of scrolls, just sort of like scattered around the place. Some are blank, some have writing on them. There are some books as well. Some of them are sort of like stuck behind sort of disappearing glass and the likes. So it's cased off at this particular moment. There are also potions as well. Sorry, there are also potions available for you as well behind the counter. If you would like anything like that, his recently clear shelf of, or bare shelves of potions behind the counter is now completely restocked. But you do notice that there is also a lack of healing potions within that selection.
Damn it, why did he?
Because he doesn't have the Bala route for them.
Someone's gonna go looking around like towards the shield, see if there's anything that may be able to work with him. Somehow one-handed. He doubts it though. Anyone else shopping?
So, yep. Anyone else doing any shopping or?
I think Kira is still is Kira done giving the birds and the birds, the bees and the bees, and the birds and the bees?
Barrett is
And
thoroughly
I am
traumatized, just for the record.
I would say yes at this point, then.
Okay. I don't think Kira had any shopping to do. Sherry has her shield and everything, so I think she's just chilling at the moment, just going with the flow, doing whatever everyone else is doing at this point.
Just casually whistling after scarring a child.
Yes. Kira is currently in the denial stage of grief.
Barrett's sitting on the floor in a corner with the book she got here the other day, pretending like she did not just hear everything she just heard. And just kind of like side-eyeing Cass every couple of minutes, like, oh, why is it so gross now?
Like, you'll stay away from 7. He doesn't deserve this.
Now I know why he turns that color.
I think I'm turning that color.
And I don't wanna.
Yep. Good times, just scarring young children for the rest of their life.
Just doing the Lord's work.
Yep.
Kira pulls on her suspenders, snaps them.
My job here is done.
I could 100% see Kira wearing suspenders too, just for the record.
I feel like if there was like a really fancy event that we all got invited to, that's what Kira would be wearing, just suspenders. No dress, only suspenders.
Suspenders over her armor.
No, she'd be wearing, like, first of all, Kara doesn't wear armor, she just wears traveling clothes. Because she has unarmored defense. But, yeah, I could see her just, like, putting on some, like, nice dress pants, suspenders, and, you know, some, like, chainmail or something. That's her dress-up clothes.
Look,
Or
guys,
just,
I'm
like, a
fancy.
giant suit of armor. That's what she feels comfortable in. Social event, need the armor.
This is sus.
So after Kira, finishes scarring Barrett for life, she's probably just gonna walk around, see what everyone's up to, and wait for us to go on to the next step. Does she? I kind of missed if Cass knew anyone that knew anything about enchanting here in town,
No.
or did they ask?
He didn't know, but he's looking to see if there's anything like that might prevent like some magic.
I may or may not
Preventative
get
stuff.
this time.
To keep Ash's brain from turning to mush again.
You mean that hit with my warhammer didn't do it? Damn.
It's got a hard head, but once you get through it,
Kira's gonna go over to Ash and be like, "Are you gonna touch 7 again?"
Whoa.
Staring him down.
Whoa. Pause.
Oh, no, she's gonna say it that way. That's the way she meant. She's gonna let that double entendre stay right there.
See Cass walk over at this point carrying a box, just like, who's touching 7 now?
Kira's gonna kind of look back at him and be like, "Dirty old man, go back to work."
Damn.
He's just gonna look at the box that he's carrying and just slowly turn around and say, well, I guess you don't want these magic items that I just found then.
Give them to 7. Keep him occupied while I have a chat with Ash.
I was just like, you're not helping.
Is there a hook I can put Kira on?
Oh, you can try, motherfucker.
Throw it back nearby. There's a rack nearby.
There's a rack nearby.
Do it!
There's a hat rack nearby.
Alright, what am I rolling to put Kira up on a hat rack?
Make a strength check. Kira, you can make an opposing athletics or acrobatics check.
Acrobatics or opposed strength, is that what you said?
Opposed
That's a dirty
athletics
20.
or acrobatics.
Dirty 20.
So you can take your pick. So dirty 20 for Reaper. For Ash, sorry.
Okay, wait. Athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics
Hold
or
on.
acrobatics.
I'm
Entirely.
looking between. I'm trying to find both of them and look between the two and see which one has better chance.
Number 1 and number
Acrobatics.
4.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're going with athletics. That's a 24.
Damn.
Yeah, so in the process of picking up Kira to put her on the hat rack, she tackles you to the floor.
I would like to
Violent
grapple
flashbacks to my dog attack right now. Good God.
Cass is just looking over, just like, take it outside. Before you knock anything over, you break it, you buy it.
Kira's gonna look at Ash. Do we have an understanding, sir?
I'm just trying to tell you, you need to calm the hell down.
Try and pick me up again, and it's gonna hurt a lot worse.
Someone just kind of sighs just watching this.
Cass just shakes his head. He just puts the box on the counter. It's like, right, okay, I've got a few items.
Kira stands up and brushes herself off and goes over to look at the items.
Now, I don't know how helpful these are going to be, but I can only find a few of them with the helps of the pseudo-dragons. He lifts the box open, and he starts taking them out one by one. First off, he takes out a ring with like a gold band on it, and sort of like a purple gem on the front. That sort of has a similar shape that looks like a brain. He sets it on the counter. And he goes, this here is a ring of mind shielding. So while you're wearing it, the other creatures can't read your thoughts. They can't tell whether you're lying. They don't know if you're a good or a bad person, and they can't tell what type of a creature that you actually are. Because there are some people out there that look humanoid, they're not humanoid, they either come from the Nine Hells, they come from the Underdark. It's a whole-ish caboodle kind of fuckery. But this ring will prevent you from doing that. There is also an enchantment on it that will allow you to become invisible. And the only times that you can become visible is if you will it to do it, if you remove the ring, or if you die. Don't die while wearing this ring.
Or don't die at all.
Just don't die at all. But specifically, do not die while wearing this ring.
Do we stay invisible if we die?
No,
Paul said it would.
you'll turn back visible, but the ring will eat your soul.
Yay!
Cheers, staring at it.
So just don't die while wearing it.
How much is the ring cost?
This particular ring,
Uh-huh.
he sort of just picks up the box and just looks under it. This particular ring is going to run you about 250 gold. He pulls out another ring, which is sort of like a greyish kind of band. The front of it looks like a shield, with sort of like a gold filigree just around the edges, and sort of like a gold inlay in the middle of it, with little gemstones that run all the way along the filigree. This is a ring of protection. While you're wearing this, it should make it a little easier to be able to
Be able to sue?
it'll be a little bit easier to what's the best way to put it? You'll be able to fortitude yourself a little bit better against incoming attacks and incoming invasions in your mind, or different kind of spells being thrown at you. Above table information, it will give you a +1 to your AC and a +1 to any of your saving throws while you're wearing this ring.
That kind of sounds like something Ash needs. Not the armor class or anything like that. Ash. I'm saying like the saving throws. You and I are not doing hot on.
Yeah.
Not doing help either of us.
And he also reaches back into the box and he pulls out a cloak. So like a very dark navy color with sort of like a gold trim around the edges. A very fine sort of pattern that goes along the shoulders, and sort of like a red velvet inlay to it. And this is a cloak of protection. This does pretty much exactly the same thing that the ring does, except that you wear it on your shoulders, not on your finger. And he sets that on the counter as well.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Yep.
No,
How
the
much
glasses
is-
sound perfect.
Yeah. How much are the ring and the cloak?
So the ring of mind shielding is going to go for about 250. The ring of protection is going to go for about 450. The cloak of protection is going to go for about 350. However, if you promise to bring them back after you're actually done taking care of these rats in the well, I will lend them to you.
I mean, that should be fine. If anything happens, I got mending, so.
They're magic items. If you manage to tear them or do any damage to them, I will be very surprised.
Kira stares at them. Can we try to hurt them?
If you want to pay for them, yeah.
Kira's shoulders slump. It sounded like a challenge.
Oh, we would appreciate that. Who feels like they might not do well against psychic attacks? Assume that's what we're gonna be dealing with.
I mean, by the sounds of things, you're going to be dealing with psychic or some kind of mind-probing kind of abilities. So I suppose that kind of falls under psychic.
How would
Cass
we
kind of
know?
just looks up to the ceiling.
Well, Ash definitely needs it.
How would we know if we aren't good at those things? Just wondering.
What'd you say, Bear?
Above table. Above table.
Above table, how would we,
You'll-
like, is there something that would be lower for us if we weren't good at those things?
Maybe intelligence or
as a-
wisdom?
Yeah, as I say, it's Cass has said that it mostly attacks the intellectual part of your brain.
Okay. Alrighty. Sorry, just wondering.
No, that's fine. Don't ask questions, don't get answers.
So Barrett's good.
Yeah. Ash is not. He a little slow sometimes.
You picked
So-
a fight with Kira, we know.
So, like I said, this is about as... If it were anyone else, I'd be asking for coin and or trade, but I like you guys. So as long as you promise to bring them back after you're done with the job, then you're more than welcome to borrow them. But I need them back.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
We'll definitely try to bring him back.
You said
No.
try.
He just
Well-
points. It's like, if you don't bring them back, you pay for them.
I know. I'm just saying. I didn't expect to be attacked by rats yesterday. And getting scolded by someone I was not expecting to be scolded by, so everything's a possibility.
Okay. Anyway, take these. Stay safe. If you need any help, let me know. I'll do my best to help you. But other than that, can't do much else for you, I'm afraid. Everything else that I have for you is either scrolls, one-use items, you know, those sorts of things. High-level spells that I can't teach any of you yet because you don't look like any of you are capable of learning the spells that I know.
I am offended, sir.
I know, right?
No, that's nothing to do with you. That's nothing to do with trying to be offensive. It's just my school of magic is completely different to yours.
You're assuming that's why I'm offended. I am scarred.
Just gonna look at Kira and just go, "What did you do?"
Kira
She
just grunts
told
and
me
says,
why he turns that color.
So it just face palms again.
So does Cass.
You nasty.
Someone had to tell her at one point.
She
can't- She's considered an adult by her culture, and she doesn't know these things. It's embarrassing.
Not everyone's consumed by sexual things, Kira. God.
I'm definitely not consumed by sexual things, as I am not able to reproduce or do sexual things. It is not something that consumes my thought, like some of you. Kira looks at
Hey.
Cass.
What'd that mouth do, though?
Ah!
Someone's just pressing his face harder into his hand. Just stop.
Kira looks directly at Cass, your mother.
She's dead.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
No.
After what I did last night, I'm not surprised.
What kind of, this is gonna sound really weird for everyone else, but what kind of feet does he have? Does Cass have?
He's wearing shoes.
No, but what kind of feet?
Regular
Does
feet.
Damn it!
What
You
were you
wanted
hoping?
another-
you wanted to say footless over, didn't you?
Yes!
He's
Bear
just
puts her hands over her ears and walks out of the door, just yelling, "You guys are gross!"
Kira
He just-
chuckles carefully and smiles at Cass and says, I'm gonna make sure she doesn't get in trouble. And walks
That's-
outside.
good. I like her. She's very funny. I like her. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna be nice. Hold on. Bear with me a second.
There's a bear.
He's
with
gonna just... Not this time. You know, I'll hop over the counter. There's a bee!
you?
No one picking up on the bear comment, though. He's going to hop over the counter and sort of just walk over to the scrolls. So just pull them out. Just taking a look through them all. So, where is it? Where is it? It's here somewhere. I know it is. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Ah, here it is.
For Daisy.
Sort of pulls it out, takes a look over it, nods, just wraps it back up, hops over the counter, and just gets a ribbon and ties it around to make sure it doesn't unfurl accidentally. This here is a spell called Intellect Fortress. This here is going to prevent you from taking too much psychic damage, and it's going to stop people from getting into your brain as well, or at least help from getting them into your brain. Above the table, Intellect Fortress is a 3rd level abjuration spell. For the duration, you or one willing creature that you see within range has resistance to psychic damage, as well as advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws.
Okay.
But it only works on one particular person.
And Ash and Barrett already got the shroud in the ring, right?
Barrett didn't take either.
I mean, yeah, that's just for whoever wants it. Also,
Alright.
just a note to a note as well. Intellect Fortress only lasts for an hour, and it is a concentration spell.
Gotcha.
So whoever wants that, I will send you the information for that.
Let me double check my spells real quick, see if I have anything in concentration.
I'm not a spellcaster, like, at all. Could I?
As long as you are a spellcaster, you will be able to read from the scroll. Otherwise, you're going to start having problems.
Yeah, it has to be one of the others, not Reaper or I.
Like, the closest thing I have is I can regain a little bit of hit points with the second wind, but that's it.
Yeah, I got too many concentration spells, so it shouldn't go with me.
Barrett can take whatever you guys want her to take. She can take it if
That-
nobody else wants it.
I mean, to be fair, Daisy can take it too. I mean, she's not
Yeah.
here to say
No, hold on. No, it is. Sorry, there are two types of magic scrolls in D&D: the spell scrolls and other scrolls. Anyone, unless it's specifically listed, can use other scrolls, but spell scrolls can only be used by a class that has the spell in their class spell list. However, I don't like that, and this is my world. So as long as you are naturally inclined, anyone can read a spell scroll.
Nice.
It is my world. I am God. I decide. I am the one who knocks, and I decide who can read scrolls.
And that's
as
why
long
you
as you are-
support the DM.
And as long as you are magically inclined, you are able to read scrolls.
Would Kira be considered a magical creature?
You're not magically inclined to be able to cast spells naturally. It's only through the byproduct of your class that you're able to use wild magic. So no, unfortunately.
I was just saying, like, I mean, she was created, so I'm like, I mean, technically, wouldn't she be a
She's
magical
not a magic
creature?
class, though.
No,
You can-
I was trying to find a
So that-
technicality around that.
You can
With
roll
the
multiclass.
magically inclined, wouldn't that be between Daylily and Seven and Nyx?
Yeah, so between between the two clerics, the ranger, and the bard now. So between any of you four, anyone can read this scroll.
Okay,
Yay,
so
reading.
Barrett's still in it. Okay.
I like to read.
I did have other rules in effect
Well,
of,
technically, Daylily can't read it.
Ah!
but it is magic, and Daylily can see magic.
Oh, okay.
So Daylily can read the scroll if they so wish. I did used to have quick off topic on topic. I did used to have sort of roles where if it didn't fall under your spellcaster class, I'd make you roll DCs for it and the likes. But We'll get into that at a later stage.
When the scrolls get harder.
This right now is just a. This right now that Cass is giving you, it's just a general magic scroll. You know, he's written out most of these. He's given it to you. Just read it, have fun, go commit fuckery.
Whoop, whoop.
Which spell
Go commit a
scroll
crime.
win?
Haven't we
Intellectual
committed
truth.
enough crimes?
Yes.
Not yet.
We haven't
Does
accomplished.
Cass happen
Go
to
commit a
have
crime.
a scroll of fireball?
If you're willing to pay for it.
How much is it?
Oh my
Not
god.
Michelle, but someone else can have.
You're really going, somebody gave me fire!
Somebody gave me fire.
And y'all didn't want me to have a knife.
Barrett, what have you got
onward.
there?
A knife!
A knife.
Just cards chasing. Just cards chasing after her. No.
Don't touch me.
No toques.
No touch it.
No
Anyway.
togas.
No tocas.
7, there's
forgot-
another CapCut meme for you.
So wait, did he give that to us or are we paying for it?
No, he's giving that to
Okay.
you. Just because
Okay.
of the banter. He enjoyed the banter.
He's gonna take it and he's gonna look between Barrett and Daly. I don't think I'll be able to concentrate with all the other spells I have. Do either of you want it?
No.
Barrett just kind of looks and goes, I'll take it if neither of you want it. But
Just a top tip from the DM: if you don't typically have a selection of concentration spells already at your disposal, even as long as you don't have 2 concentration spells up, you can have 1 concentration spell up, and then you can just keep firing out other spells as well.
Yeah. Which I don't think you have any concentration spells, Barrett, so that'd probably be good for you.
let me see.
I think
How do
the
I
only
know?
concentrate. It will have a little C next to the spells. But if I'm remembering the Ranger class correctly, the only concentration spell that you should have, you may have a couple, but the only one that you really should have right now is Pass Without a Trace.
I have Pass Without a Trace, Summon Beast, and Hail of Thorns.
Okay.
Oh, you got a surprising amount.
That's a lot more than I thought, honestly, but I don't play Rangers that often, so...
It's
But I don't
several
mind
of us.
taking it because I really like Pass Without a Trace is usually the one I use. But I probably wouldn't use more than one of those at a time anyway, and I can't use Hail of Thorns in the sewers, so
As long as
So
you've got enough room for it.
he gives it to Barrett.
Okay. So, Barrett, add a... where are you in my DMs? I can see Kira typing to me. I'm concerned about what's to come next.
Why are you concerned?
Okay. Okay.
That makes
I
you
like that.
worry.
There you are. There you go.
Okay.
Because there's Intellect Fortress for you.
Now, once like how 7 opened the scroll for the stuff that we needed for Nyx, like once you use the scroll, does the spell just disappear? So it's a one and done, or
Yeah, it's a one and done.
Okay.
Just don't open
I
it
thought.
beforehand, because if you open it beforehand, it's going to start activating the magic.
Okay.
So keep it sealed. Once you need it, open it up, read what's on the scroll, and it'll poof.
Okay.
You'll get the magic. It'll only last for about an hour, though. So make sure that you don't use any other spells that require you to concentrate. Otherwise, that spell's going to poof. And you're going to
Okay.
lose it. Good go. All right. Is there anything else I can help you guys with?
I've been thinking about getting a shield, just so if I end up in close combat again. I rarely use my weapon, but if you happen to have anything good for one-handed that I might be able to somehow use a weapon with.
Yeah,
Like
I
Seven
can.
doubts it.
I've got some bucklers. They can just fit over your wrist. It's not a lot of protection, but it'll help at the very least. He's sort of thinking at that point, one of the little pseudo dragons just sits on his shoulder and he goes, "What? When did we get that?" He sort of just looks upwards. Really? Okay, all right, go fetch it for me then. He just flots off.
Well, what was that about?
Apparently, we've got something out there that you don't need to actually use your hands for.
Oh,
What?
shield?
Apparently
You don't need
so.
hands. Okay.
Well, eventually, the pseudo dragon comes back down with just this sort of carrying it by the handle, just this little wooden crate. He sort of just drops on the counter and then just flots off. Cass just looks at it and just, that's tiny. Sort of opens it up and just pulls out this little disc.
That's the shield.
Apparently,
That's it.
I. He looks at the dragon. He's just like, "Are you sure about this?" And just the moment that he does, the moment that he like shows the shield, there's just this whoom, as this bubbling kind of transparent energy just bursts forward from this little shield disc and just erupts into sort of like this translucent green sort of kite shield, sort of like a blue sort of filigree around the edge. Oh. Sort of just moves his hand, moves it back, and the shield just sort of just follows his hand with it.
Oh.
Oh, that's interesting.
Seven kind of goes to reach out with it when he sees it following Cass with like his stump hand, just to see if it will follow his hand.
Yeah, Cass kind of sees what you're doing and then just sort of like just turns his hand so that the shield is facing him, and then sort of just moves it to your stump and then just removes his hand. And the shield just sort of like stays there for a moment, follows your stump for a brief moment, and then just deactivates and falls back into the box.
Huh.
Yeah. Maybe it requires attunement. He sort of just looks at this little disc for a moment. And you see his eyes just sort of glow from their usual yellowish color to like sort of like a deep, sort of violent purple color as he looks over it. Oh, this is an animated shield.
What's an animated shield?
You saw it.
So it just moves around, but you don't.
Yeah,
You keep a hand free.
yeah, pretty much. You keep a hand free. And it just sort of just hovers in space and protects you, even as if you were wielding it. You can just go completely hands-free with it as he just sort of lets go of the disc, and the disc just hovers in the air for a moment before he picks it back up.
Seven me looks excited and slams his hand on the counter. Just how much?
Look, I'm going to be a real asshole right now and say that this is probably going to run a pretty penny.
What's a
This is...
penny?
I don't know. This is going to run a pretty copper.
Cutie
This
copper.
isn't a normal type of shield that I get in, and this isn't a normal enchantment.
How did you even get it in here again?
I have no idea.
Well,
It's like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not comfortable giving it to you without knowing how it got into my store. So I'm going to take a look over this. I'm going to see if there's any sort of weird kind of enchantments or anything on it. And if there's not, I will put it on sale specifically for you. But I'm sorry, I can't promise it's going to be cheap. Not for something like this.
I'll figure something out. About
He kind of looks a little conflicted in
that
what he
laugh.
just said. He kind of looks a little conflicted in what he just said, especially not knowing how the fuck it got into his shop. But he puts it back in the box, closes it over, and he goes, I'm going to do some digging on this, see if there's any kind of enchantments that are on it. And if there's not, we'll talk about it.
Alright.
He puts it under the counter.
How much time do you think you'll need?
I'm going to need at least an hour or two. I'm actually going to need to close the store while I take a look at this. That's how much attention I'm going to need to give it.
Well, I appreciate it, whether or not I can afford it.
We'll talk about it.
I think I know a way you can pay for it, baby.
Is that in character or out of character?
Out of character, obviously. Kira's not in the shop.
Kira doesn't support this, but Kira in real life.
Kira in real life thinks it's fucking hilarious.
And Kira, yeah, like I just see Kira like in the chat, in my Twitch chat, just going, "We love summoning Kambit." Oh, I was thinking it's Cass, but like I thought you were just shipping them.
Well, that too, but I'm kind of knitting while I listen.
Wait, you're what?
Knitting.
Triggered.
Yeah.
Oh,
What did you think I said?
No, I heard knitting.
yeah, that's what
Okay.
Daylily's triggered by.
Oh.
Any mention of yarn or yarn crafts triggered.
I gotta knit some more.
You mean to send you a picture?
Right. So,
Yes.
is there anything else that I can help you guys with before I go and take a look at the shield? Because I'm going to need to close the store up while I have a look at this.
So it looks at everyone else.
I'm good. I want to go and get this diamond looked at.
I thought you had already gone.
Oh, you're still here?
I got sucked in because Kira was there. Somebody said my name. I don't know. As I was leaving.
Like I just imagine like Yash doing a spook, like I don't know what to do. Like everyone just screams, like as they thought he was gone. He was so quiet.
Okay, so nothing else? Nothing else magical that you need? Any sort of help with anything?
I need a hug.
I can give you a hug.
Yay!
He sort of just hops over the
Don't get a
counter.
hug from him.
He sort of just hops over the counter and kneels down.
I half imagined Kira to like knock him a bit away. Don't hug the predator.
It's not a predator.
No, I know, but Kira's all like.
Kira's like, this motherfucker.
Yeah, he just hops over the counter and just holds his arms out.
Yay! Runs up and gives him a big hug.
And he gives you a big hug as well.
There's a possible stabbing, but it's okay.
It's okay. He's sort of just leaning his head to the side enough where he doesn't get stabbed in the face with the horn.
So he gets
Also,
stabbed
Double
and like,
Demon.
rotted instead.
Just real quickly, Double Demon, thank you for the follow.
How dare you just barely follow us?
It's Hims! I
Double?
love him. Yeah, it's double.
Yeah, doubles in chat.
It's baby!
Hi, Double! Waves.
Waves.
Waves
I
was
just realized
power
all
hammer.
You dirty bastard.
I just realized all the emotions this rabbit has and it doesn't have a wave.
Oh god, it's not perfect.
It has to be nerfed somehow. It's too cute.
You're right, you're right. I mean, it does give me the option to thump at my discretion, so...
You're You're gonna be using that a lot.
Sounds like a thumping good time. Oh.
There's one animation that's just like a really cute angry thump, and then there's another one that just gives me the option to thump whenever I want. So I have too much power now.
Yeah,
I mean,
so it's just gonna be
Cass
like,
sort of, pats Daylily. Anyone else want a hug before I have to close this door?
no. Seven says as he's drinking up.
Seven's
Daylily
turning
is-
colors again.
Daylily is just, it's the best
Here,
day of my
please.
life.
We should just stop talking about what colors I'm turning into. He said he starts turning to go to the door.
But
Very much turning-
Kira said when you turn colors, it means
People turn colors for different reasons. I don't know what she told you.
different reasons.
I don't know what reasons that she told you.
She said you want to do dirty things with Cass.
No, I told you that Cass wants to do dirty things with Seven.
Yeah, but
Seven
Seven's the one who
red.
turns colors,
because
which means he kind of wants to do dirty things too.
I think it's time that you all leave now so I can check on this shield.
What
See,
are
and now
dirty
Cass
things?
is kicking us out. It's all your fault.
Kira grabs Daylily by the hand and starts walking away, giving Daylily the talk about the birds and the birds and the bees and the bees and the birds and the bees.
Don't listen, Daylily.
There must be one innocent.
Not anymore.
There mustn't be any innocence.
So it's just like, thank you, Cass. He says that he's just walking out, just dying.
You're
Need more
welcome.
coffee.
Okay, and as Cass follows you out, closes the door behind you, flips the store sign to the closed while he takes a look over the actual shield that has been procured and somehow in his store. We're gonna take a break.
Great
Wait,
time.
before we take a break, can we make a perception check to see if Kira's, killing the innocence of any children nearby while talking
I
to
don't think
Daylily?
anyone needs a perception check for that. I think we can see the innocence and the light draining from Daylily's blind eyes.
Oh, you're
No, I
actually
meant-
telling me? No!
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Kira is killing the innocence of every character. Slowly.
Welcome to my world.
She's in a mood. What is this?
She's
I
like,
was
I'm
nice
in the mood
to
to
you.
cause chaos.
I look around, acting brand new.
Alright, we will be right back.
Yeah, I know what this is.
See you in 10 minutes.
wasn't working.
That was perfect. That was right when we went live.
Oh, hey people, how you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Quick,
My
everyone
stomps
burp
aren't
in
working
solidarity with Cam.
No, stomps. Fucking Gilders.
I just wanted to be cool like Cam.
I can't burp right
Ew.
now. I will throw.
Listen, just for the record, I belched like 3 times during stream and totally realized I was not muted.
To be fair, I don't think I even noticed.
Thank God.
If you did, then the mic didn't pick it up.
Thank goodness, because I did several times, and then I was like, "Oh my God, I'm just not gonna say anything."
It's fine.
It's gonna be
Fine.
like is the washer running all over again?
The printer. It was the printer,
Oh,
not
it's
the
the
washer.
printer that time. Okay.
Is the printer running?
No, it's not because you haven't put paper in it. Put fucking paper in the printer. Oh my god, I'm not muted.
Hello, people, and welcome back.
You missed a very interesting discussion about unicorns.
You might as well say it. We've talked about
I'm
words.
traumatized.
Do unicorns fuck? That was the topic.
They do
of
indeed do
conversation
the
during the
fucking.
break.
Oh wait, no, we didn't. We didn't
Compound
actually
on the
decide. I
cock.
rolled the dice, but it's Cam honoring the dice roll.
I was gonna say it's
You honor the cock.
I mean, do I honor the cock?
what?
Just be careful, Cam. The heart of the cards is against you.
Do you honor the cock?
How did we get here, guys?
Clip that as
Kira.
you will.
Kira's fault. Kira started giving talk.
I'm here.
I need that to be a sound bite now for Discord. Do you honor the cock?
Good God.
So, I mean, it's the dice rolls were 17, so
All right, they do not do the fucking, guys.
Oh,
That's so
alright.
disappointing. Cam,
have no
overrule that.
No PP.
maybe maybe Daylili's species just happen to do things a little bit differently. The
I mean, I
Ashbourne
figure-
Forest is a very strange place.
I also kind of figured that, like, being like super celestial unicorn beings, that they kind of like offer a part of their souls to each other.
Oh, let's be
Oh,
honest. When has? Oh, that's really cute, actually. I was about to go off on a completely different tangent until I realized where that tangent was actually going.
'Cause, I mean,
That's
that's
really
like
sweet.
the purest form of love, right? Is to offer your soul to another.
I like to think so.
Fuck off!
It reminds
I'm
me of
allowed to
Undertale.
do it.
It reminds me of the Undertale era.
Don't you make me cry.
Please don't bring
I'm not
Undertale
crying,
back
you're
up. I
crying.
don't want to be found.
It
It still happens.
Cherry.
It's not even Cherry that gets found. It's my Emma's Only days.
Oh dear.
I don't
That
want
guy.
the studio
Anyway.
Cards Against Humanity deck to be found because that was bad.
Oh god, that was awful.
Oh, that was terrible. By the way, bubblegum, pet gay. So, leaving
You
off.
motherfucker!
So, as we were leaving off, Cass has very quickly hurried you out of the store at this point because he
He got
has
kicked
a
out.
shield. He has a shield that he needs to check over.
Yeah, he's not thinking about how he's gonna charge 7 at all. Wow. Kira takes 7 off to the side and explain how the skills work.
How to get discounts. She's gonna be. Kira's like, I'm gonna teach you about a different 5-finger discount.
Oh,
If he offers you to pay with your body, this is what he needs.
Not wants, needs.
Just the thought of just going up to Cass and Cass just turning around and going, "Ew, no."
A date, maybe, but
That is a special. No, I'm not You're not selling yourself for stuff. Just fucking take it. Gross.
See, you got it for free.
Cass is a pervert, but Cass has standards.
He's got class.
He is
Hey,
class.
you got it for free by offering your body to him as payment. So I mean, I feel like that's a W right there, guys. Wait. Question. What was Cass telling Seven to just take?
If Seven turns around and just goes, look, I'll sleep with you for whatever it is that you have, he'll just be like, ew, no. I have standards. You have standards. Don't belittle yourself like that.
Okay. Kira's gonna warn Seven against using his body as payment.
Well, you don't know that.
Also, I just noticed Nero's is working again. Or Nero.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Nero-
managed to get it working
Nero
during
did
the break. So, what are you all doing at this point?
Apparently having the revelations of genitalia.
Having
You guys
sex
have what?
talk with random party members.
Ash is heading to the jeweler.
Wonderful.
Wait, Ash, do you know about the birds and the bees and the bees and the bees and the birds and the birds?
I do indeed.
Okay, cool. And then Kira goes back to making sure everyone else understands.
So,
Daylily is just like, oh, it's interesting how you do that.
Oh, I don't do that. They do that. They're
What?
gross.
So wait a minute. Ash was going where?
To the jewelers.
Jeweler.
Oh, okay.
Kira's giving sex ed lessons.
Okay,
No one asked
so
for.
so as you're walking off, I'm presuming by yourself, Ash, unless anyone else is following him.
Nobody said they wanted to come with, so.
Karen wants to come with. Don't leave me with them.
So we'll go too, because he's got nothing else to do for an hour or two.
I go.
Well, the items are also gonna also require attunement, so they will need to be on your person, worn for an hour before you actually get the magic.
Okay.
So again, for those of you who forgot, the items are a cloak of protection, a ring of protection, and if you so want it, a... What the hell is it? I had it and I lost it. Where's it gone?
Oh, can Kira have the one ring? That makes me go invisible.
One ring
You
to
already
rule
had
them
round one.
all.
I know. Imagine the kind of mischief I could get into with that ring. Please let me have the ring.
Like,
Sneak
is that-
attack with barbarian? Come on.
So who
I feel
has
like if I'm
everything?
invisible and I attack someone, I get advantage.
There it is. Okay. So yeah, it is a cloak of protection, it is a ring of protection, and then it is a ring of mind shielding.
Okay, and who has what? I'm just writing my notes down.
That entirely depends on who wants it. These items can be found if you go to management for your inventory. These items can be found.
Okay. So
Kira is going
Barrett
to
has
request.
the scroll, so whatever you guys want.
Okay, Kira's going to request which one?
The one that makes you go invisible. Invisible, is that the mind one?
That's the ring of mind shielding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, Seven
So-
might not be able to help you out if you die, though.
No, you go visible if you die. Don't worry, it'll be fine.
Yeah, but you lose your soul.
Yeah, but you'll lose your soul. You won't be able to be saved.
Yeah. So
I'm not-
so here's a thing, by the way. The ring of mind shielding is very specific. Cass was very specific. If you turn invisible, you do not turn visible unless you will it, unless you remove the ring, or unless you actually die. So if you enter death saving throws and you are wearing the ring of mind shielding, and you turn invisible,
Hold on.
you will stay.
My earbud just
invisible.
died, and I can't hear you guys at all.
Fucking
Okay, there we go. Sorry.
Okay. What was the last thing you heard?
If you were talking, I remember all the stats about the ring, that if you die with the ring on, you are visible again, but you lose your soul. But Kira has already given up all of her future reincarnations, so it doesn't really matter if she loses her soul at this point.
So, for you, you may not actually be able to reincarnate again, to the best of your knowledge, but you do still go back to Mystra. If you don't have a soul, you can't go back to Mystra.
Yeah, but Kira's still not going to want anyone else to risk that, so she want to take it on that principle alone.
That's fair then. Okay. But bear in mind, it is, if you are knocked unconscious, if you are on death saving throws, that's not you dead. You will remain invisible. So people can't help you.
Ooh, well, I'll make sure not to be invisible when that happens.
Okay,
Sounds
so
like
that's
calling
just a
for Baker, man.
clarification.
But, well, you will it to be visible again, right?
You can will it, so you can use an action above table. You can use an action to make yourself visible again. If you take the ring off, you become visible, and when you
Okay.
die, you become visible.
Question for you: if you're making death saving throws, at that point, can I take a loss on a death saving throw and will the
No.
invisibility? Oh,
No,
damn.
because you are not conscious at that point. You have no coherent thoughts at that point. The only
Okay.
thing that is constantly going at that point is your body trying to will itself not to die.
Okay. Well, I'd still want it just because.
That's fine. Okay. So we will get to you in a minute, Ash, I promise. Right, who's getting the Ring of Protection?
Well,
I'll tell you what,
Ash
chat amongst
definitely-
yourselves. We'll move on to Ash.
Do
I was gonna say, like-
the items stack?
I mean, they can. There's nothing saying that they
How
can't.
low is your intelligence?
Low enough to be worried.
Bear in mind that the AC will stack, but the resistance won't. So you don't get double resistance.
Alright, who's got low intelligence?
I have a
Me.
+1.
Who's
Barrett
stupid?
has 13 plus 1.
I have 11 plus
Barrett's
0.
smarter than 7.
10.
What'd you say?
10.
So we're all
A plus
dumb.
0.
Smooth brain. No wrinkles or lumps or valleys or bumps.
I would think that Ash and Daily would each benefit with it.
Yeah, I think both of them should have one of the things since they tend to go like close combat.
That's true. I'll take it.
I'll take the cloak.
Okay.
God damn, now I gotta draw a cloak on it.
No, you don't, because
Ah,
it's
it's
being
okay.
borrowed.
No, but I do plan to draw one for 7 with its hoods up.
Okay. So, Daylily, add a Ring of Protection to your inventory, and Ash, add a Cloak of Protection to your inventory.
Equipment or backpack?
Equipment.
Okay. And then click it to equip it.
Yep.
Perfect.
And then right at the bottom of your page, there'll be an option for you to tick it to say whether it is attuned or not. But it will take an hour for attunement.
What is it called again? The one that I requested.
The Ring of Mind Shielding.
Actually, that does look pretty badass. Now you can draw a cloak.
Okay. So, as you're heading across the plateau with whoever is coming with you in tow, which I'm assuming would be Barrett and Seven and anyone else at that point, as you venture past the shops, you do come to the jewelers. The jewelers is piece by piece. Hottlebort Industries. And as you enter in, there's a very light dingle-dingle from the bell above. And the shop is sparkling. There are necklaces, rings, chokers, bracelets, gems, crystal flasks, just as far as the eye can see in the store. It is shiny and it looks expensive. And there is one particular gnomish individual who's just sitting at the store counter, who seems to have a sort of pair of magnifying glasses over it. One of the glasses just a regular seeing lens. The other one has at least 4 different lenses in front of him to see the intricate piece that he's working on at this point. A gnomish individual, sort of a balding crown and very wild, wiry white hair. And a very big bulbous nose that the glasses sit on top of. And he looks up with just one normal eye and one very large eye from the magnification. Just flicks the magnifying glasses up.
Oh, hello. Sorry. Didn't hear you come in. Sorry about that. Welcome to my store. I am Rupert Hopperbottom. How can I help you?
We've got this, what we assume is a diamond. We want to just kind of get it looked at and appraised.
Oh, yes, of course, yes. Appraisals are free. They don't take very long at all. Yes, I'm very experienced with my work, so I'm quite happy to do that for you. Could I see the piece, please?
Yeah.
Someone just keeping an eye on daily because everything looks very fragile.
Everything is very fragile.
Hey,
You're blind.
you're right, but
Ash hands over the diamond, or supposed diamond, alleged diamond.
So, thank you very much. Let me have a quick look.
Just flicks all the magnifying glasses down. Just takes a quick peek over it.
So, yes. Excellent cut. Yes, a few scuffs on it, but that's fine. What you expect from diamonds these days, yes. Very large. Say about 500 gold worth of diamonds, yes. Yes, no, this is a... Yes, if you've recently bought this, my friend, then you've not been scammed. It is indeed a honest to truth diamond.
Just flicks the glasses back up and just hands the diamond back over to you.
Well, shit. Ash turns to everybody else. Should
Well-
we keep it or sell it?
Well, how much is it worth?
He said
Hey.
500 gold.
Yeah, yes, indeed, yes. 500 gold pieces. It's a very exquisite diamond, yes.
We need to keep it.
Yeah. We could
Hey,
use
if
that
you're-
just in case.
If
you
you're
get
if you're
some-
willing to sell it, I can definitely take it off your hands for a good 500 gold pieces.
We need to keep it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
We never know. We might need it for any like big purchases. If the money's
Oh,
there.
very well. Yes, understandable. If you are interested in any sort of big purchases and likes, please take a look around the store. And I'm one for trade as well. I am not just one for coin. So, if anything tickles your fancy, then by all means, just let me know, and I'll be happy to help you.
Someone goes to look around, but he's not really planning to buy. He's just taking a look around.
It's fine. I mean, a lot of the jewelry that he has on the shelves and sort of like in the cases in front of the counter are all just beautiful pieces of jewelry, just gold inlaid with very small sort of diamonds and rubies and different sets of gems. Everything at this point is cased off. Like, there is very thick glass between the people that look at these pieces of jewelry and the jewelry in the cases. And the counter that he's currently working on is just filled with different types of rings of all different types of bands and stones. Some of them just general stones. He does have rubies. He does have emeralds. He does have some smaller diamonds on sale as well. It's an expensive shop by the looks of things. But he does point out as well, just
if the tastes in front of you are a bit much for your coin purses, not judging, we do have some costume jewelry just over in the corner over there, indistinguishable. So if you're going for a fancy soiree and you don't have the coin for the more expensive purchases in the center of the store, then I highly recommend checking the corner over there as well. Again, no judging, absolutely no judging whatsoever. The pieces over there are indistinguishable, at least to my eyes, and I am very good at what I do.
Is the ring already attuned? Has it been an hour?
It's been like 5 minutes.
Damn it. Okay, never mind.
Kira's just like, I'm gonna come back and steal from this place.
Like, how many diamonds do we really need, guys? Like, out of curiosity, like at least 5, right? Right?
Just for confirmation, the diamonds that he currently has on sale are nowhere near as large as the one that Ash currently has right now. They're all very small diamonds.
But they are probably valuable.
A diamond, man.
You know, if I got enough of them into that bag of holding, Cam, I'm pretty sure we could sell it somewhere else and buy some bigger diamonds. Just saying, you know, out of like, you know.
I'm not enabling Kira, but you know, Kira has a point.
But like, dying sucks. So if we can avoid it, I will steal.
And being poor sucks.
Last time you guys tried to steal, someone ended up dead.
Exactly. So
why are you saying
what
you
we
guys?
do-
You're part of it.
I was only there for the cauldron.
I was there for the lols.
If you had actually come inside, or I don't know, you know.
I was told not to. Don't you bring that up.
We blame Daisy for that.
I got locked out. It wasn't my fault.
Yeah, I blame Daisy for that one 100%. Why would you lock the door?
It's okay.
Not here to
Ashes
defend
has
herself.
spell for that.
Awesome.
Yeah. Open
Hello,
sesame,
Pomora.
bitch.
Ash has a spell for that. It's called Choo Choo. Here's the heel of my boot.
Yeah.
What my hammer's for. Or what Daisy's for, if I'm in the mood. I'm sorry, what? Moving on.
Yeah, someone's just kind of looking around, but like he knows is way above what they got, and he just kind of slowly makes his way to the door. But like in that way, where you're looking at the shop, like you're kind of considering it just to seem polite.
Politely not actually browsing, but pretending to browse like you give a shit when you don't.
Mm-hmm.
As you're
gonna walk out.
As you're leaving the store, Seven, you see Rupert, the store owner. He just sort of looks at you and he gives that smile and that nod of, "Don't worry, I get it. It's fine. Don't feel like you have to pretend."
That's more embarrassing.
It's more or less of like it's less of like that look of, "Don't worry, I get it. Your coin purse must be too low," to the point of, "I get it. Shit's expensive. Don't worry about offending me."
Get out of here.
Oh God, no! Very welcoming face.
Come back when you have them.
Oh, this is a lame fortune. I had a fortune cookie and literally just says happiness is a state of mind. That's not a fortune, that's just a quote.
It's not even a quote. That's just a random fucking. It's not a. Gotta hate fortune cookies these days. Anyways,
It's a sentiment.
Probably
Fun fact:
good.
did you know that fortune cookies were actually invented in the United States? They're not a Chinese
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
The more you know.
fun fact: mosquitoes have teeth.
That's not a fun fact.
Another
not
fun
fun.
fact. Another fun fact. I love to squash mosquitoes.
Ooh. Fun fact: if
Disgusting
you
disease
flex
ridden little
your
bastards.
muscle when there's a mosquito on it, they will explode.
I know that one. So yeah, so
So, fun fact: only female mosquitoes drink blood.
That one I knew.
Fun fact: rabbits have two uteruses.
Yeah, they do.
Ew.
onwards.
Heyo!
So as we continue onwards, if no one is purchasing, then as you leave the store with a little dingle dingle, you can at least leave with confidence in knowing that the diamond that you have is in fact a genuine piece of jewelry.
No, it's a genuine diamond.
Yes.
Hopefully, it won't break if we resurrect someone's dead ass. Very
what would you
smooth,
do?
by the way, Seven.
Mhm.
On the we might need to save it for a bigger purchase later.
Yeah.
Very smooth. Very smooth.
he was going to, and then he caught himself. Someone's just gonna step out like, well, we still got about an hour. What else do we want to do?
Is it lunchtime yet? Kira looks at the rest of the group.
It's been like
Barrett
30,
pulls meat
40
out of her
minutes since we
pocket.
ate.
I have pocket meat.
I just, I thought maybe I would, maybe I could offer the zombie mouse some meat, and maybe then he'd want to be my friend, Maybe if I offer him enough, like, I don't know, like, or if he doesn't like meat, maybe I can offer him some fruit, maybe bread, maybe he likes bread.
You probably shouldn't feed it out here, though.
Well, obviously not out here. I mean, back at the Grumpy Badger, but I was just saying, maybe it's time to go back.
Ooh, I'm telling cards on you.
We could do that, or we can go show you guys the well where we found the rats.
Yeah, I guess we could do that too.
I mean, we got
I'm not
plenty of
going down
time.
in that
We're-
fucking. I'm not going down in that fucking well yet.
No, we're just gonna check it out.
Kira very
that's-
condescendingly.
And you were
passed
just
that.
supposed to be hanging out the other night too, and you ended up down the well.
Hey, Seven, do you remember that one time you yelled at me about separating the party?
Okay, I thought you
Kira's
guys
gonna
were gonna
walk away
meet me
now.
there. You guys were supposed to meet me there.
We told you it would be a while, and you decided to follow anyways. So even if we had met you there, you were already gone. So again, with the let's all take the advice of not splitting up this time.
You didn't even show up. You weren't even late. You just didn't. You didn't go. He's actually kind of laughing as he follows.
No, during last session, I actually said I would be there later. I wasn't going right away.
Oh, you're saying it out of character?
Out of character, yeah. Kira said that she would take a later shift. She wasn't going to be there right away.
You still slipped in.
Oh, yeah, you guys came back. Kira woke up, noticed you guys were back, and we're like, oh, I don't know what the fuck happened, but I'm going back to sleep. Fuck this shit on that.
So, yep, as you all take a trek up the High Cloud District, along the pathway that Seven remembers taking, there's a sort of a commotion amongst the people as you're going, sort of like a whispering, sort of like a lot of people having like a worried face on them and the likes. You sort of sit there just thinking to yourselves, you know, why everyone's whispering and what's with the worry and the likes, until you begin to pass by Genmir's property. At this particular moment, the door is wide open, and there are two guards situated right outside. Two very large black dragonborn guards just stood right outside.
That doesn't bode well.
Is there like a crowd around there?
There are a few people that are attempting to converse with the guards, but every time that they step forward to have a word with the guards, they just hold their hand up and just firmly gesture, you know, on your way. Some of them are reluctant, others just hold their hands up and then just proceed to walk onwards.
Kira's gonna try and walk past the guards.
Oh, it looks a little bit like the guard captain. That's what her in.
As you proceed to just sort of like walk up the path to get by the guards, you are met with a very forceful shove as one of them literally dips their hand down and just pushes you backwards.
Assault!
Wait. Can Kira see her brother here?
Make a perception check. But as you do, they sort of push you back and step in the way.
21.
So, 21, okay. They speak up and they say, I'm very sorry, madam, but you may not enter the property. There is an investigation on at this particular moment. But just past the guards, you can just about see the tip of Luger's tail sort of like poking out of the doorway from where he is standing at the moment. So he is in the house, in the room that he is in right now. He is sort of standing out of the way, but you can just see his tail.
Okay, Kira's gonna say, Luga, what happened to my boss?
You sort of just see the tail just flick for a moment. And then he just leans backwards. He raises a finger to you as if to say, just one moment. And the Dragonborn still stay firmly in the way of the path, just refusing entrance. But after a few moments, the you see Luger sort of just walk down the hall, sort of walk up behind the guards and just tap them on the side and just like, excuse me. And they sort of just move out of the way for him and then just step back into sight. He just looks up at you all, just, what are you guys doing here?
Well, we were coming to check on the guy that hired us to look into the things that were stalking him and yada yada, and now it looks like something happened. So we're trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, because this guy, we have questions for him so we can finish the job he hired us for, and it looks like maybe something got him.
Oh, well, I can't say much. Do you still have the paperwork for the actual job that he hired you for? Even if it's just the notice that you pulled from the board.
Kira's gonna look back at the others. Who has it?
7 does, and he pulls it out and folds it and holds it to Luger.
Sort of takes it. He looks it over, nods, folds it over, hands it back to you. So, okay. Alright, I can only take one of you in, because if I take all of you in, it's gonna shift too much stuff around, so... he points to Seven and just gestures him forward. It's like, you come with me. If you guys could just wait out here for just a few minutes, we'll be right back.
Seven's kind of surprised that he was picked, but he goes to go walk forward.
For logical reasons, it is purely just because you were the one with the paperwork, so...
I got the papers.
So anyway, he brings you forward, pointing out as you walk by, just don't step on this, don't step on that, step over that. And the further you go, the more you see, there is scratches all up the walls, up the doors themselves as well, on the very bottom of the doors. Just hundreds of tiny scratches. And before Luger leads you into the room, he does stop you and look dead serious at you. So, look, what is through this room is pretty gruesome. So, if you're not into seeing grossed out, kind of mutilated corpses and the likes, this is your last warning.
Seven just kind of pauses before he nods. Yeah, I kind of got a feeling what's happened.
Okay. He leads you in. And as he leads you in, there is just a massacre. Genmir is on the ground, dead. Parts of his clothing have been ripped and torn. There's chunks taken out of his hands. There's chunks taken out of his ears. There's scratches all up his face. Part of his face that isn't laying on the floor looks as though it's been chewed at and ripped apart. Blood is pooled all over the floor. There are broken cups, broken plates. There's a bloody knife on the floor, which doesn't look as though it's been used. From first glance, it doesn't look as though it's been used for stabbing. It is just sitting in the pool of blood near him. Food is spilled all over the table. There are crumbs and bits of bread and meats just all over the floor. The kitchen is just in an absolute fucking state. Luger just stands there quietly with his hands clasped in front of him, just staring at the body for a moment before he looks to you. Just, do you have any ideas as to what might have done this? Or who?
Seven just lets out a sigh, just running his hand through his hair at the sight. He's not really disgusted by the gore, but he's just distressed that this happened to him. And he just lets out a long sigh before looking at Luger. I have an idea, but it's gonna be a little bit hard to believe.
Well,
so he hired us because he said that there was rats that were constantly watching him. They were in a routine. So he had hired us to take care of the rats. Well, I was doing a stakeout here last night, and just as some of our friends caught up to me, there was a rat, and I chased it down to the well in the High Clat district. And when we went down the well, we went down a tunnel. I marked the path that we took, and there were rats there with these milky eyes and exposed brains. They tried to mind control me. It didn't work, but they got Ash, and we managed to snap him out of it and get out of there. With only half the group, we thought it was best to retreat, but we didn't get that far into the tunnel. I think this is retaliation for finding their whatever they were staying in. I'm suspecting they're under someone or something's control, but we haven't gone that far.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Oof, that's a 7. 7 from 7.
Okay. He looks at you. So just his hands in front of him. He reaches forward and he takes your hand. He takes 2 fingers. He runs it over the palm of your hand, and you watch as this glyph, this rune, just lights up on your hand. The bright orange rune, like a circle with a sort of like a cross in the middle of it, sort of like an arrow that points from the palm of your hand up to your fingers. It doesn't hurt. And he keeps hold of your hand as he watches this rune. And it spins ever so slowly. Until eventually it points. Ooh.
God, that was terrifying.
It slows and it points directly to you. And he nods. He draws his fingers over your hand, over the palm of your hand again, and the rune disappears. Okay then. So we're looking for rats then.
Or whatever's controlling them.
Or whatever is controlling them.
They did have enchantment magic on them.
He looks to you and he looks back outwards towards Kira and the rest of the group. How many spellcasters do you have in your group?
7 kind of considers it. Lily knows similar spells that I do. And Nyx and Barrett seem to know some spells as well.
He nods. And he leaves the kitchen area, sort of goes to a desk in the hall. He reaches into a parchment. He reaches into his pouch. Oof.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, like that. And he pulls out a piece of parchment. He grabs a piece of charcoal. And he scribbles it. He scribbles on the parchment. Very neat handwriting for a charcoal pencil. He's there writing for a few minutes. He signs the piece of paper. And then he reaches into his pouch for an inkwell. So just pops the cork, just dabs a little bit of ink on his hand. He sort of rubs it over his fingers and his pads. And he puts his hand on the parchment to leave a mark. Puts the ink away, pulls out a handkerchief, wipes his hand. And he puts his finger on the parchment. This is for you. Follow me. He picks up the parchment. and he goes to walk out. Are you gonna follow him?
Yep. Except it's just kind of Ash, are you
What
okay?
is that noise? Ash, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Why?
We just hear.
Bro.
Are you opening chips?
Reaper,
No.
it sounds like you're ripping paper, like, right up against your mic. Are you- Yeah, that sound, whatever that was, that was times 10.
He's munching Cheetos and he's not sharing.
Did I drop
That's
my
out.
earbud? Yeah, I think I dropped an earbud. Yep, there it is. Haha.
Oh,
Figured
that
it
was
out.
loud as fuck, man.
My bad.
like, was your foot like running over it or something?
No, I'm laying on my bed. It dropped out and it was underneath me.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. So
You need to get off your fucking bed right now, or you are gonna fall asleep in session.
We're almost done.
So yeah, we're almost done now. So he's gonna walk out with Seven in tow. Sort of again, just excuse the guards. The guards will step aside and let Seven rejoin the group and step in behind Luger. He's gonna hold the parchment up with exactly what he's written on it. This right here is an official contract from the Golden Nest of Yeself's name himself, signed by me to ensure for payment. You were the last individuals to speak to Genmir, so while we investigate the situation, we're tasking you with finding out who or what it was that actually did this to him. He is unfortunately deceased. We believe it to be foul play. The reward right now is 150 gold pieces per head for whoever decides to actually join in. Bring us proof of the person or the individuals. We will pay you a further 200 gold pieces on top of that.
Someone's just holding the parchment and like he just carefully rolls it up, making sure the ink is dry before he does.
Oh, it's definitely it's definitely dry. That's why he's held it out like that, to actually give it time to dry.
Yep, and he's gonna put it away. And did he ever get the bag of holding back? I think he did.
Who had the bag of holding last?
I think
Kira did.
but I think she gave it back. I don't remember.
Yeah, Seven has it.
Okay. Let me write it down just to be safe. I don't know what I'm gonna name it, but I'm gonna put it down. I'm just gonna put Luger Declaration.
If you choose to accept it, very well. If not, I will take it back. I will hand it to the next adventuring party that comes by.
Oh, fuck you, it's ours.
Very well.
Is that in character?
No, you can't hear me. I'm not in the house.
No, he came out.
He's not in the house. He came out with Seven.
Oh, no, I won't say it like that, but I'm definitely gonna snatch it.
Mm,
Mine now.
I put it in my bag.
They literally took it out of your bag.
Wait, how much
I
money?
didn't consent to
how
you
much
reaching
money
into
is
my
this
bag
one?
of holding.
Say again, sorry.
Our bag of holding. Our.
holding
Insert
it.
Russian song here.
You guys
Marxism
would
is
be the
proud this
quartermaster.
day. So you were going to say something, Kira?
I missed how much money was they were offering us for finding the murderer.
For every one of your group that is willing to go on this job, he is offering 150 gold pieces per head. So that's 150 gold pieces each.
We are all going right fucking now. Let's go.
If
I wonder
you
if rat heads
if
count.
you manage to bring back proof of the individual that either orchestrated this or was responsible for it, If you bring back evidence of it, they will pay you a further 200 gold pieces.
Do the rat heads count? That was a lot of rats.
200, 400, 600, 800. Don't take the piss.
Well, we gotta finish what we started. For his sake, at least.
Fucking rats.
We appreciate the assistance that you're actually giving us. As you look at Luger at this point, he's just staring dead at you, just a cold, steely gaze. But you can also see at this point that his ears have sort of flattened against his head, and his tail, usually perked up at this point, is sort of like hanging limp. Sort of like a very deep look of remorse on his face right now.
7 nods, feeling the same way. Well, if anything happens, we need help. You just get the feeling. The well in High Cloud District is where we'll be going. Kind of says it softly so other people, like other adventurers, don't hear.
He sort of looks, like, show me where it is. He sort of just looks back to them. It's like, both of you, no one other than me gets in here. I don't care what rank they have. They sort of just slam their halberds on the ground. It's like, sir.
7 goes to lead the way to the well.
Yeah, Luger will follow as well. And as you reach
Ash
the
is
well,
following.
okay. Assume that all of you would be following at this point. As you reach the well, Luger just takes a look over it and just hops up onto the side and just looks down into it. And this is where they've been coming out of.
That's where I saw one of them run into, and there was a bunch in there when we went down. About how many would you have said that were down there that we saw?
It's difficult to guess, but at an estimate, I would probably say between the 2 swarms that you saw yesterday, you saw maybe a couple of dozen rats. That's just to suggest that maybe they may have been the only swarms of rats that you saw yesterday. Or last night, depending on your outlook of life.
7 looks down there, not really excited to see anything. There is about 20 or 30 rats down there. Obviously, there could be more.
Mm-hmm.
They were down the right tunnel.
Those tunnels down there?
There was 2 of them. We chose to go right.
Have they been marked?
Yeah, I left
Okay.
the arrows on the walls.
Okay. Alright. Sort of hops down from the side. So I will be assisting at Genmir's residence for the rest of the day, so whenever you are ready to venture down, let me know. I will have guards posted outside of the well to ensure that no other rats get out and cause any other issues. I'm also going to be placing guards at every fucking sewer entrance that I can find in this city.
7 nods. That'll be a huge help, especially who knows what direction they may be going now.
This is obviously a much bigger risk than we actually anticipated. And I only wish that we'd taken this claim a little more seriously.
I suspect they took something from his home, whatever he was building. So we can at least try to recover that for him.
Whenever you're ready to go down, let me know. We will take a look around the residence and we will see if there's any property that's been stolen or misplaced, or anything that looks remotely out of place.
Were you gonna say something here?
I was gonna say, do we that we should probably mention that he was supposed to talk to the person he was making the thing for, and we don't know if the person that hired him or commissioned him had him being watched by the rats, or if it was someone else.
You can bring that up.
Yeah, Kira's gonna go ahead and say that out loud.
Yeah, he's gonna nod. So okay.
He wouldn't really tell us anything about who hired him. He was very paranoid, and he said that he was supposed to keep everything a big secret. So I'm worried that him talking, because we asked him to find out what information he could share, and then while we were gone, this happened. So I'm a little concerned that whoever employed him may have been the one to do this.
Well, that's a lot more information than what we had beforehand. Okay, so we will check to see if any property has been misplaced or has been stolen, and we will check through all of the paperwork that we can find in his establishment to see what kind of contact that he's been having with individuals. If we can find a name, that's fucking wonderful. If we can't, then we're going to find something. There's always paperwork when it comes to artificers. With all the artificers that I've worked with, there's always paperwork. We'll find something. I can guarantee you that. And if we don't, you'll probably be able to find it down there in that well. But either way, when you're ready to leave, let me know, and I will start posting cards.
Should be ready in about 3 or 4 hours, so we'll be going tonight.
Very well, then. I will be here for the remainder of the day, but I will remain here until you are ready to go down in the well, even if I don't have any other guards with me at the time.
7
3 or
nods. 7 nods at that. Well, we appreciate you helping us out and giving us the resources.
Well, we appreciate you helping the city, and thank you for the information that you've given us.
Anytime, bro. Kira smiles, wags her tail a little bit.
So it gives you a little smile. It's a pained smile, but it gives you a smile nonetheless.
Kira's like the kind of person who sends LOL thinking it means lots of love.
Yes, 100%.
Grandma texting you is just like, I'm sorry, but your grandfather's passed away, LOL.
Okay, for the record, my egg donor several times would send me, oh, so-and-so passed away, LOL. And I'm like,
That's
I
not what-
stared at it. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And didn't say anything. And then one day she's like, your taillights are out, LOL. And I'm like, what's funny about that, Mom? And she's like, nothing. I said LOL, lots of love. And I'm like, Mom, it does not mean lots of love anymore. She's like, what do you mean? She calls me all panicked, and I'm like, it means laugh out loud. And she's like, oh my God, I'm a monster. And I'm like, yeah, I gotta go to work. Hung up.
I think it
Not
seems like a good
disagreeing.
place.
So with that, Luga will give you a captainly salute. Head back towards the house. Leaving you with both a new contract and, at the very least, a new incentive to get down inside that well. You're definitely going to need Nyx's help on this, so a good 3 or 4 hours to get yourselves ready is a good shout. I'm about to sneeze.
Bless you.
Strawberries?
Bless you.
No, we're good. But with that, we will leave the adventure there for this week.
All right.
That's fair.
I gotta ask, how much of this did you improv?
None of your fucking business.
I actually
I
can't
was
tell.
very busy this week.
I was gonna say I can't actually tell if that's allowed because you did it, or you actually planned it out.
No. I didn't plan any of it. I was very busy this week.
Well, it turned out very well.
As always.
Now.
I like sort of like 90% of this campaign has just mostly been Kambit just doing everything on the fly.
Sometimes my best work comes out that way.
It's always really good.
I'm not gonna lie, there's never been a disappointing session.
No.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that at least.
I don't think there ever will be. Because
No.
even if it does turn out disappointing, we'll make it fun.
I mean, this session was mostly sexual innuendo, so
Full of them.
it was mostly that and just pure rage for some reason. I don't know. I was on one tonight. I'd apologize, but I'm not
Peter
sorry.
just woke up
No,
and chose
it's funny.
violence.
I did.
Totally funny.
Woke up from my nap and I was like, violence? Yes.
Well, thank you all for watching. We will see you all again next week. To all of our past, present, and future viewers, we love you, glitchy hearts and whatnot, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.